Welcome back to Song of the Nameless, session 27, entitled Electric Opposition. Last time, everybody tried to sleep, and it was a um, drenching experience, and then they defeated the baddies, and then they finally got some rest in. And then they went up the stairs, which is where we're at now, and they realized that the water inside of this strange well, this metallic kind of mechanized well that they stand over, just over the actual platform, is connected to the water itself. But it appears to be the same water that was inside of the basin, or the well. I think it was a basin actually, at the Rains Temple, the one that heals you and restores you as if you'd taken a long rest. It can be used once every 24 hours. There you have it. That is where you have come up to. There is kind of a hum to this space. You can see that there are some form of mechanism inside of the water that seem to be churning it. And it seems that the pipes are siphoning it off elsewhere. Despite that, the presence of lots of pipes, the water does not seem to be the water level does not seem to be changing at all.
Okay.
Now, you lost one of the NPCs last time. They are dead. I'm assuming you just left their corpse somewhere.
I'm
Yeah.
not carrying that bitch.
There's,
Well, you could go to the exterior area and give them an Ordris send off, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, I can do that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll kick him right off.
Just swim out a little bit and
Yep,
perfect.
definitely that.
Okay, so
what a
then
great custom.
it is defenestration,
This is
uh,
tradition.
Is it a cloak of protection or cloak of resistance?
protection.
Yeah, one there. Thank you.
So try protection, yeah.
Yeah, protection.
To my untrained eye, I feel like this technology seems different from the technology, like the old Ordric technology. Is that just like the
Yeah.
style of the map, or
That-
in character is it different?
That's a good point. So as you investigate the artifice here, you recognize from a number of tutorial books regarding the kind of basics of artifice that the mechanisms and things that are present here appear to be of dwarven craftsmanship.
Hmm.
Obviously, not as basic as the stuff you learned in your early artificer training, but definitely of a similar kind. The metal plates seem to be riveted together, which is, again, not a technology that ancient humans had, but dwarves definitely did. And then you've got the mechanisms inside of the well, which seem to be operating in a fashion that's, I mean, not as good as modern technology, but it seems to be functional. And if it's been going as long as it has been, durable and reliable. There's a nest of pipes up ahead, some of them kind of descending into the water and then coming up onto the bridge. They continue on into a room that looks like it's filled with some sort of steam or smoke. There are small little bits of white that kind of flutter around inside of it. As you kind of look at the steam coming from the pipes, you think that it might be heat. But as you kind of look at the pipes and all the walls kind of leading up to that point, you're pretty certain that it's frost. Just a very cold and temperate middle space there. You can very, very barely see beyond that chamber that the pipes lead into on the north side, and it looks like it has a hallway that exits out of that space. To the left of you, the bridge has its own extension that goes to a door. The door in question looks like nothing you've seen so far in the space. It is a solid metal door with a half orb settled where a doorknob would be. At the top of that half orb, there are 4 small indentations that are fingerprint like. They don't have fingerprint symbols. I mean, they're like the same size as a finger.
Sorry.
No worries. As you're kind of
And that's here.
that's right. As you're kind of inspecting the area, um, the warrior who is with you, whose name I know, I know it. Of course, I know it. It's Yurak. Will kind of move up and stand kind of here, and take kind of a defensive posture. Rathanild will come over that way. You would have overheard her whisper to him, "I want to check that out. Please come with me." And they would have gone over in that direction.
But before we move
Well,
any
the-
further, could we get a rousing pep talk from
Oh.
Sarah?
Oh, inspiring leader?
I don't know. Is that something that can happen now, or do you need your people around?
It'll be not as strong without the cool kids.
Yeah. It'll still be 9 though, so
It's
9.
temporary
Temporary
hit
hit point.
point.
Who are you talking about? We're the cool kids.
You know, on the topic of that, I guess I can cast Aid beforehand
Okay.
here. I'm gonna cast a 3rd level on Hira, Syndrix, and Scarin, since
Obviously,
That-
his
that-
Lockley stays close with Syndrix. And
What's the number?
10 for you guys, and 5 it's Sara, Tomo, and Gil.
And what is that?
Maximum hit points.
increase aid spell.
Oh yeah. Oh no, hold on.
Any other prep?
Oh, and Death Ward on himself too.
Okay. Just want to make sure if there's any other prep. I don't want to cut into you guys. I know that I kind of just rushed you right onto the bridge and started saying words. I definitely want you to have your preparatory stuff. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Okay. So its Lockley will stay kind of close to Syndrix as the group kind of wanders about here. There's a moment here, Syndrix, where you feel this strange sensation kind of come over you in this space. And there's a vision that enters your mind as you kind of look to the north, and it's of your mother.
Oh,
That's weird.
just like her, like any other details
Yeah,
on it, there's just
It seems like it's like a memory of her, or you're not sure. It's definitely familiar. It's a feeling that you feel is your own memory here, but it also feels kind of like it came out of nowhere, like it was bubbled up or pushed up to the front of your mind for some reason.
you said that's north, right?
Yeah, just when you looked that direction, there was kind of like a almost like a quick daydream of your mom. Your mom.
Yeah, but-
I know where everybody was going. Yeah.
yeah.
That's weird.
I don't think you would like bring that up. It's just like a weird sort of thing that happened. You wouldn't bring that up.
Okay. And yeah, the thing to note too is obviously there's a churn here, so there's like a bit of bubbling kind of happening in the water. I just want to mention that offhandedly, but we're going to go ahead and cut to like just determining what everyone's doing with their time. So we'll just kind of go through everybody beat through beat. Zach, what's Tommel doing?
Has anyone gone down this hallway to check out this door?
Not
'Cause
yet.
That's probably where Tommel's going.
Okay. And you're going to investigate the door?
Yes. If at all possible.
It looks like I've got Jijo heading in with Queer as well. You're gonna
Yeah.
tag team it, okay?
Yeah.
All right, John. What about Scarin? Going to check that out as well. Okay. Kimmy, what about Sarah?
Hanging out by this doorway, see if anybody else comes back through it.
Okay, so the way you came,
Mm-hmm.
just maintaining rear guard. Okay, and then Cindrix, last but not least. Rathan, or no,
Oh,
sorry,
yeah.
second to last but not least. I see Gil in the middle. I always assumes first. I put you in the last of the docket, and it threw me off. But Cindrix, sorry.
He's gonna go curious about that vision here.
Okay,
Just going up there.
all
Not
right.
too far out, but
And now for realsies, last but not least, Gil.
Yay!
So one thing you'll notice, too, is that it's a big pool of water. So I just want to
Yeah.
make sure that's clear. But
Yeah.
anyways, whatever you want to investigate, it's up to you. You don't
I
have to
think-
take the bait.
How far below the surface are these things?
So
would you say?
maybe about 5 feet is where they're located. And you can kind of see that below them there's this kind of glow of kind of almost like a sparkling, right? The bubbles themselves look like little gemstones in the water filled with electricity. And so as you can see, it appears that this water, this sudsy water, seems to have a spark in it as well. You test it, and just to make sure the measure of it, it's not like electrocuting you or anything. You're not like being fried or anything. It's just like a tingling, kind of like like when you're about to be static shocked, but before that part, like that kind of like just dry static that exists. That's not like hurting. It's like
Yeah.
that.
It's like drinking McDonald's Sprite.
It's like drinking McDonald's Sprite.
Yes.
It also heals you, just like McDonald's Sprite.
Oh, that's right.
yeah,
Okay. Since they said they wanted to check something out up here, I would definitely be going this way then.
Okay.
Be like, what are we checking?
Brent
what are we
and-
looking at? What are we looking at?
Brent in the chat says, "Go swimming. Cursed items are down there. I need them, but can't swim because of devil fruit powers. I'll pay with
Ooh.
Monopoly money." We're gonna go for the door first.
Bet.
Tommel.
Can I have
Wait.
the little dog token?
He just shows up. So the door, as mentioned, flat steel. You can see that it's a very narrow seam, but it is door shaped. And then where a door handle would be is a bronze kind of round half circle, or half sphere rather. And at the tops of it are 4 little like places for fingers.
Do I recognize any of this mechanism?
Yeah, so it is a dwarf door.
Right.
Dwarf doors have a very easy and simple method for locking. Either a dwarf who is coded to be beyond this door touches it with their fingies, or a device, which is a device that kind of looks like a hand, to be honest. It's just like a small piece with 4 kind of like hangers, is placed onto the door. It will open. It is
Okay.
a magical lock, so any attempts to unlock it by normal means will be very, very difficult. Even more so because there's not much of a mechanism here. You can, however, with your understanding, know that spells like knock will work on it.
Okay.
Any questions from Quira or, excuse me, Scarin?
Do I think a spell like Dispel Magic will work?
So the dispel magic will dispel the magical properties of it, but will not unlock it.
Doesn't matter. Don't have it prepared.
Gotcha. Fair, but yeah,
Scaring us.
you would know, and you'd be able to pass that on to Scarin, that if you dispel magic on it, the magic will be obsolete. The magic isn't the thing locking it. The magic is the thing
Right.
that unlocks it.
Okay.
I'm sorry, that what's
Forever
it?
be locked.
Well, it seems that
The ultimate lock.
we can dispel whatever arcane force is meant to unlock it, and then after that it'll be like a mundane lock. Is that true, Jonathan?
Not really. No,
Okay, then
it'll still be a very difficult lock, but it won't have
it,
the plus 10 bonus to its DC because it's a magic lock.
okay, so it may still be quite difficult to unlock, um, but not quite as much as if we had not dispelled its whatever arcane
Okay.
force.
We don't really
Um,
have anybody proficient in that, though, do we?
hmm,
Back
what
in
about
Mox,
that one? She seems kind of shifty, right? She kind of
The
eyes the
young one?
teenager over there.
Raffinild is, they're over there judging young people. Raffinild is very focused on the artifice here and is staring down into the water as Urak is kind of with her, keeping an eye on her. Islockley is very focused on Syndrix, and as you kind of head over in that direction, you get the same kind of vibe that you got before through the smoke and the mist, and you feel like there might be something beyond this that's important. No words. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking.
No worries.
Think of it.
Um,
Tom, do you think
Okay.
it's wise to dispel it and then try to break the lock, or
There's a lot of this area left. Like, I think it's more pertinent to like maybe pursue a key before we just like go breaking the lock. Like, you know.
Karen just kind of shrugs and then walks the other way?
All right then. Tovel's like proud of himself for that poor convincing argument he just made working.
Karen's like, I don't care. All right.
Okay. So, Syndrix, as you kind of get close to the Gus here too, this space in the hallway here, the cold is cold enough that it could be damaging. You feel like standing near or inside of the space may be a problem. So you feel that if you would want to kind of get past it without suffering any of its ill effects, you'd want to rush through. But I would say that the damage that would be being incurred here wouldn't be like substantial. It would be like slightly more damaging than like being inside of a freezer, right? Like a deep freezer.
Yeah, gotcha. Can you make it out like if it's like anything like magical that's going on here, or grab one of the?
You can make an Arcana check.
If not, then he's gonna grab
And
Tomo
you're
or Hero.
and you're talking about the pipes, right? Not the thing that's happening in your brain.
Oh, that's happening. It's not like the fog thing ahead of me. That's happening.
No, yeah, nobody else
No.
saw it.
No. Oh.
Oh, nobody else saw the vision of your mother. Everyone
Yeah.
else is seeing the fog, so you're checking the fog. The
Yeah.
weird, like, cold cloud.
The weird.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead with Arcana check. Yeah. So with a 16, you would know that it seems that the sparkly water, the McDonald's Sprite, is being brought up into the pipes and then is being siphoned northwards, right? But it seems that there are some kind of leaks on the pipes just from being old, and some of that is being like excreted out of the pipes, and it's causing the space in front of you to be very cold and very damp.
the things he doesn't like.
And with that Arcana check as well, you would know that rushing through without taking damage would be the best way to not take damage. However, the floors are slick with ice.
We're gonna have to toboggan
Right.
through.
I should have
Yeah,
gave this
could
group
be.
a folding boat.
It's a shame.
There's a
I
folding.
think my favorite thing
Wait,
ever
what?
is that Jamaica has a bobsled too.
Wait a minute, I'm a folding boat.
Real quick, hold on. Sorry, it's Johnny. This is something I can tell you about that you don't know about. A folding boat is a magic item that is simply just a small little box. When you open it and unfold it, it turns into a rowboat. And then if you put it back in and then unfold it a different way, it unfolds into a whole ass galleon, and you can
Oh,
No
take that out to sea. Yep.
oh
I
my
need
god!
that.
I'm gonna be
I need one.
Gil's becoming a pirate. Forget the.
I am not
forget the
having
angel.
another game come to a strange ending with weird pirate gimmicks. Okay, it's not happening. So.
This is what happens when
Hey, maybe
you
third
take
time's the charm,
one.
John.
You take one
You never know.
piece. That's all it fucking takes. Is one.
So it's like a tiny box that it like turns to a rowboat. They could like make a whole galleon from a little box. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, yes, yes,
I
yes. That's exactly what I'm
love
telling
this
you.
so much.
He's so wonderful.
I could turn into a policeosaur.
What?
You know what? You're gonna be a
Oh,
police.
that is police.
Again?
Always.
Plesiosaur. Always cop.
Always cop. Never not cop. John, you are a cop. You get the beard of cop.
So cop coded.
Cop coded.
Coded.
That's bad. I don't like that. I hated that. I hate
Cop
saying that.
coded.
I hate that it
Coded
left my
and
mouth.
pig pilled.
Peg
Oh,
pilled.
no.
Ugh.
A jab? All Johns are bastards. Oh, I love
You
my...
should shut up right now. Johnny is.
Oh, Johnny is...
saying-
Johnny's
What?
different.
Wait,
John-
what?
Johnny's different.
No, if it's one of us, it's all of us.
Okay, fine. Well,
No
what are we doing
exceptions.
about this thing that's very
Oh,
easy to
shit.
pass?
Okay.
Oh yeah. Sorry. I was so
All right.
flabbergasted about the,
The
floating.
floor.
Okay. The floor. Yes.
Yeah, so you can move through it slowly and carefully and not slip and fall. You can rush through it, potentially slipping and falling, but not taking any of the cold damage. Or if you have some means of flight, you can just go through.
Oh, look at that.
Man.
You guys should have been
Oh.
prepared.
You were my preparation.
Well,
Ha!
You got
well,
it.
you guys doesn't
Yeah.
include you, I guess.
So you guys flying across to get to the other side?
Wait.
Yeah.
Hold on. I also have. I don't know if this is going to be helpful in any way, but
John is activating
have-
tokens.
I can cast tensors, and if I grab onto a rope while riding my tensors,
That's not
Can
how
I-
sensors work.
you know what, Jonathan? That's fine.
Yeah. you could carry
I
someone
can't
else.
use tensors
You can carry someone else on your tensors, but you cannot carry yourself on your tensors.
as a
The only thing you can do with your tensors that will create an effect
as a
that
little
moves
raft.
you is cast it over a cliff and then jump on it so it descends. That's the only thing that you can do with tensors that lets you move the disc.
Because it moves after me.
Right, and so you're falling, but it will be underneath you, and it only moves 20. So the rule is that if you jump on a tensors, it's over nothing. At least in older D&D. I don't know if you can even move them over not. Anyways, I got a thing to do. Be right back.
Okay.
So, Scarin and Tama, as you pierce through the veil of this misty fog, you come into this room that seems to be a bunch of pipes, some of them ascending upwards. So, for this room, see how there's like these holes here?
Mhm.
They're not holes, they go all the way up, pipes. okay?
Got it.
You can see between them, though, and around them, so they're not like full obstructions. If you have one in between you and someone else, it'll be cover. But it's not going to matter, because as you get into this room, you'll see a person who is dressed as a Dennis Otman captain, long arms and everything, just like the one that dual-bladed the crap out of Quiura. And he kind of turns and looks over his shoulder just like apathetically, and then goes back to whatever he's doing at the strange-looking console.
That's fucking rude, dude.
It doesn't seem like he's hostile. It doesn't seem like he's alert. It just seems like he's going back to what
Working?
he's doing.
Yeah.
Yep. In this room, you would also see that there are two passageways out, one on the left and one on the right. The doors are very similar to the doors you saw before.
Well, I figured he would, yell something at us, or
No, he looks over his shoulder at you as you fly in. There's kind of like a confused look, and then he kind of just turns back to the console.
Should we
go back?
introduce ourselves?
Mm-mm.
He says, over his shoulder, just, I apologize, I don't have time for introductions. Busy.
What are you doing?
Common.
What are you doing?
Working. What are you doing? Bugging me while I'm working.
Yeah, asking you what you're doing.
You see him kind
Can
of
we help?
turn a dial, and then he flips a switch.
Guessing we can't help?
No help needed. Sorry.
Needed and offered are two different things.
I didn't know that the lady wizard was bringing mages to us.
Yeah, that's what's happening.
From the prison?
That's exactly what's happening.
Quite busy. I don't really tolerate or stomach the things that happen down there.
Got it.
Well, we do need to bring some more people over. Is there any way we can, stop the...
Oh, nope. It was totally going to be very unique and cool, battle hazard for a fight that you forced me to send down the stairs at you. So, oh wait, this is the DM talking. He says, "No, actually, that cooling room is important and necessary
For what?
for cooling."
That makes sense.
Well, can you turn it off for like a minute?
No, I can't do that.
Could you do it? Could you do it, please?
Like it's not a situation where that I have the power and I'm not doing it. It's a situation where I do not have the power and cannot do it. And then he stops.
Okay.
He goes shh, and then he flips the same switch he flipped before back to the other position, and then he turns the dial the other way.
Thanks.
That was-
Appreciate that.
That was close.
Wink.
That was so close. He says.
Oh.
Okay.
What happens if you mess up?
Huh? Oh, they didn't tell you? Well, there's pipes that go upstairs, and there's some pipes around these parts, and they flow through some machines that are pretty grotesque. There's one pipe that goes through the wall on the other wing there. There's a horrific... they're said to be the soul of some undead deity at the base of this place.
Sit to the right, huh?
Yeah. Well, no, to the right is, oh, you don't want to go in there. It's infested with spiders.
Oh.
I don't know what the dwarfs did with these, metals, kind of clang, clang, clangs on them, but they seem to have resistances to their jumps.
So, my friend's a little embarrassed. The reason
wait,
why
sorry,
he
hold on. Flips the same switch, and then goes to a different dial and turns it. Oh. Okay, yeah, that wasn't that bad. What's up?
So my friend wanted you to turn the cooling off because we might have lost our little key thing for getting through the doors. Do you have an extra one? And we'll just get out of your hair.
Well, he gestures to his, which is sitting on the kind of far side of his panel. I mean, I guess you can use mine, but I don't have access to all of the spaces, just general stuff.
That's okay. I'm sure we can get to where we need to go with what you've got access to.
Do you have
I appreciate
any?
it often.
Do you have any Ordric people? Or
Sorry?
Ordric people from Ordris, the city of Ordris?
Do we have any?
Yeah. Well, when we first came here, and again, stuff I'm not. Well, hold on. Flips the switch. You see him turn the knobs, both of them now at the same time. Okay. And then he's like, okay. So when we first came here, a lot of folks didn't know how to utilize the doors, but the method was known to the lady wizard, who's quite stern, by the way. She cut off the hand of some soldier and just started using it as a key. It was quite gruesome. But apparently anybody from Ordris can, well, as long as they're natives, can just touch the doors and are allowed access to this place in a lot of spaces. There's some that are barred from them. She found a diamond hand. She uses that to open the doors that we're not allowed access to. The one
That
he
makes
gestured to
sense.
is bronze.
Yeah, we knew that. Yeah. No, we should go check on the rest of the prisoners.
Yeah, whatever. As long as you're not bothering me from my work, we
Oh no, we'll just take this and get right out of your hair, sir.
Yeah.
And
Don't
he
you
just
worry about
grabs the
that.
hand and hops back onto scared.
Goodbye.
Bye. Whoosh.
Hops
Well.
off Skirin, walks through everyone without saying anything, holding the hand. Just walks over to this door, puts the hand on the door.
It does not work.
Well,
What about? Wait. Okay. Nobody said anything.
nope. You just saw
No, no.
Double and Skirin fly back out of the mist after like 5 minutes, and he silently runs over to the door, puts the hand on it, goes, "Nope, not this one."
There is a moment though, like when you place it, you see that it glows for a second white.
I got access denied.
Yeah, there's kind of like a glow around the
Yeah.
sides of it. Yeah, but it's
It
white.
pinged the system, but it's access denied. Got it. Cool. Well, maybe we can get through those other doors past that guy who was fixing the pipes.
Yeah.
Wait.
What?
So wait. You two want to
Yeah.
explain what that was about?
Oh, there's a
Yeah.
guy on the other side of this, like, what do you call it? A cooling room?
Yeah, something like that.
Makes sense because it's cold. All the pipes
Mhm.
run through it, keeps them cold.
Mm-hmm.
He apparently
told
has a
you to-
very important job.
He told you to put that hand on the door.
No, he
Some
said
doors.
that this hand will get us into the general access doors, but apparently that's not general access over there. So, or if you're a native to Ordris, I guess some of the doors will open to your hands there. So, we could try that on the door too. But
Why-
Do have
there's
a
also
native-
apparently
Why-
a diamond hand that opens all the doors, and the lady wizard has the diamond hand.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, we've got one native right here.
You want to put your hand on the door?
Wait, who?
Sarah.
No, I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
looks at
I'm just
Sarah.
kidding, I'm just kidding.
Are we sure? Should we trust that man?
Oh yeah, he thought we
Foster?
were working.
Oh yeah, and if
Oh.
anyone asks, we're here with them.
Oh,
Double smiles, all big.
fair enough.
He didn't try to kill the two of you immediately.
No.
Yeah, that,
He had a very
Oh.
important job at that console. He was like turning dials and flipping switches, and it seemed like the timing was really important. His focus was like more there than here, you know?
he spoke common.
Yeah.
So you want me to touch this door?
I mean, if you don't mind.
Touch the door.
Door unlocks.
Someone's got diamond hands.
Okay,
As the
well,
door
let's
opens,
check it out.
you hear an immediate rumbling, and you can hear now as the door kind of opens. It's like present beyond it. This kind of just like hissing or static.
Important question. What does Tommel do with the hand?
He's still holding it.
You gonna keep it?
Yeah.
Awesome.
You don't know when you'll need it.
It's a brass hand. Who knows? There might be other doors.
Yeah, could be quite handy.
I'm not gonna go give
Oh.
it back.
I'm just gonna go back to this console. I got shit to do. Flip a switch. Turn it. So, as you come in and around the bend here, you would see that there's a red light kind of emanating from the bend there. When you come inside, you see that there is a massive metallic piece of artifice with a massive red gem on top of it. Red bolts of lightning cackle from it, and there seem to be two pipes that are connected to it. One that presumably goes to the other chamber, so it's probably connected to the well, and the other one comes in from the other corner of the wall. It is hot. It is just popping and electric. It is staticky. It feels alive almost. Like it is a very live wire situation. You'd see that inside of this room, if you step to the kind of, bit there, you'd see there's a door on the left and a door on the right. The doors are all the doors in this section are going to be very similar. Metal sheet, security nodule.
Slowly walks towards it.
Okay. It does not kill you or anything. It just feels hot. And it is certainly thrumming. There's like a very just pulsing nature to this machine. It is alive. It is functional. If you walk over to this door and put your little hand on it, it opens. Yeah, you can open them yourself, that's true. The ones that are not locked.
I just accidentally closed it after you
Yeah.
opened it, trying to grab Tommel.
I forgot that you could do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Gil, you see
I love
Tommel
that.
kind of go inside. You hear another door open over the sound of the buzzing. You see that Tommel's now going into the side chamber, and it looks like it's a hallway that leads northern.
What's this other door, though?
I don't know.
So, stop, pull back. This is a very serious question. Do you try and cut in between these spaces here?
What? No, I would have.
Gone all the way around? Okay.
Yeah,
Because the way you moved, I was just
Like-
making sure.
like that.
Yeah, so on the back end,
Right?
yeah, and on the front end, you would see that there are these strange holes in the machine that kind of go into it, and they seem to be almost like drop chutes. So they go down a little bit into the base or core of the machine.
Oh.
They're not
What
big
if I
enough for
look-
anyone to fit, but if you look down, it's just dark.
Oh.
Even with dark vision, it's still just kind of dark. The door does not open for your touch.
Man, I fucking rate this building.
I dare say, I think Sarah would be the one to help us through doors like this.
Sarah, you make your way around, you touch it, and it glows red around the side.
What does that mean?
It does not open.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. Guess.
So, like, think of it like a half circle made out of metal with, like, 4 little prongs on the top that's kind of seated where the doorknob is. When you touch it or apply a key to it that's not the correct one, it's going to glow a light which is indicative of, presumably, the type of key you need. So, the white one, does anybody know what that one would have probably have been?
Diamond.
Correct. And why would that be something that Sarah specifically could access?
Because she's white.
Right.
I need a red person, Cindrix. Cindrix, come
Red-
here.
We need a red person.
You
Hey,
match
that's-
the
wait, wait,
light.
I don't
Touch
think-
the door.
So,
The door.
Wait,
I do want to make sure, Cindrix, as you kind of come into this space, there's like this whispering behind you, and she's not the one whispering. You turn to her and look at her confused, and she's like, "What?" But she is right there behind you at almost every turn. But you hear this strange whispering coming from behind you, and then when you turn and look back the way you came, that vision, that same vision of your mother keeps popping up, seemingly trying to guide you in a specific direction.
She's just gonna. I don't know. I'm just getting these. Something's telling me to go over here. I apologize. Something I have to follow. Gonna go. It's gonna going like the same way.
Does anybody
right?
besides Lockley go with Cindrix?
I'll go.
Okay. Tommel, do you head to the end of this hallway?
If no one else is following me, probably not. I don't think Tommel
Okay.
would just run off to disappear, but like if one or two people want to come down this hallway that I've opened up.
Well then, I'll put it to everyone else, but I will say that Raffanild, with the protection of Urak, is kind of standing in front of this machine, hand on her chin, just kind of like looking it over, and you can see her every so often kind of muttering to herself as she's looking at it.
Lady Raffeneld, what are your thoughts?
This device, it's not too dissimilar from a device we employed in Osiria. Bad news. It was a device that was utilized for crafting specific things. Well, more or less crafting people. Are you familiar with the Undaunted?
As an artificer, I think I probably would be.
Yeah.
Yes, so sort of like sentient machines.
That's right. In older times, before the elves had mastered the technique of cleansing a soul, they were just bodies that would have souls of others placed into them. It was a means for the ancients to try and become immortal.
Mhm.
However, the process drove many mad due to the loss of their mortality. They began to trivialize the nature of the world as their own plaything. Many such entities were utilized by the draconic folk of the wards Sword and Serpent, so it surprises me to see this here. I don't know much about the history of the Ordrus people, but I did not know they had any attachments to the dragons or to the Denisotvans.
So I know from lore that the Denisotvans were like there is Denisotvan heritage, right? Here
One
in
half,
Ordris.
yeah, one half of the side, right?
Is that something that's known to the like historically to the people of?
You're in the league, so yeah, it's definitely
Yeah.
stuff you would have captured.
Yeah, Lady Raffanild. We our historians know that there is a Denisotvan heritage here from ancient times. Um, it is not unknown to us that there were once Denisotvans here, or that our culture has Denisotvan roots as much as it has. What was the other half?
Vazriel.
Vazriel, as much as it has Vazrielite roots. So, um, I can't imagine this device is being used for anything that will benefit us. Uh, do you see, Lady Raffenhild, a way for us uh, to easily deactivate this or to sabotage it?
Destruction would be the only way, but I think that in its current state, such destruction would cause it to overload
I
and
see.
potentially be a violent explosion. I don't know what the structure around us is like, so I would be wary.
Before we get too distracted, I do not want to leave Cindrix alone.
Oh, yeah, it's too late. We've been talking. So Cindrix and Sarah, don't even try and move. You're not coming with us. Cindrix, Sarah, you kind of head out this way. Cindrix, once again, the flash. You feel compelled to try and pass through the mist.
Yep. He will try to.
Okay. Yeah, just go ahead and make an acrobatics check if you're rushing through. If you want to just kind of, buckle up and just kind of go through at a casual pace safely, you can do that as well.
Can you rush through? Can you add
Okay.
guidance to it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Acrobatic, you said?
Uh-huh.
Okay. And a D4. Oh.
Don't worry about it. So you slide and hit the ground and fall, and then you take 3 points of cold damage in the process of getting up and moving, and then you're able to kind of secure yourself enough to kind of get to the other side. Sarah, are you not seeing anything? Why is that always happening? She has vision.
Not dark.
I know, but this shouldn't have...
I can see half of the room, so it's fine.
Well, this place is not supposed to have daylight mode on, so that's very
Oh.
annoying that it was not set that way. Because at some point I either shut it off or just forgot to hit it. So, do you want to rush across, or do you wish to just stalwartly kind of move through at a cautious pace?
I want to move at the same speed as Cindrix.
Okay, go ahead and make an acrobatics check. Yeah, so you similarly do likewise.
Wow.
Shortly after you two pass through, she'll rush through and she'll be kind of like flustered and like fluttering, cold off of her as she gets through. She doesn't look like she was as harmed as you two. It was like 3 points of cold damage.
Okay, I'm resistant, so just one.
Fine. Be that way. On the other side, we've been here before. You would get to a point where you see a guy at the console, look over his shoulder, go, huh, and then kind of go back to it. The visions seem to be leading you towards your right and are becoming more prevalent now.
Before we go, are you seeing visions too, Sarah? Or is it just me?
Not having any visions.
She says, Islockley says, that's what I told him. He seems to be seeing something of his own accord. Because I thought you mentioned it to her, did you not?
No, he didn't.
Oh, then she didn't
He's-
say that.
Okay, but he's gonna say it to her now.
He keeps looking at me funny.
No, he keeps looking at me funny. That's true. So she would say, then, I haven't seen anything either. This is very strange. Should we wait for the others or press on?
It'd be smart to wait for the others. Something that I don't know, just something I feel like I have to do right now. Gonna head over there.
Andy Aradis, when another person who has a Twitch channel brings their watchers to another Twitch channel. So, Ravis is the one who, if I remember correctly, Wyvern Knight is the one who came in with their group. Yeah, very, very cool.
This story, right?
That door, yeah, you do not have the... Oh, you do have a Sara. So, do you want to try the door?
Yeah, I'll touch.
Sure.
It opens. Inside is a storage space. The guy says, "Hey, can you grab me a drink? I can't really move from here." And then he kind of goes back to his switch and his knob. It should be kind of a blue glass bottle. Bring me one of those, please.
Yeah.
Can we
Just a
keep
moment.
this one?
You grab one of the
Sure.
drinks.
Well, I would let Cindrix walk in first.
Okay. Visions seem to be leading you to the north door, and it opens, so you can play with that all you like. But the boxes around you, there's some barrels, and then there's this big kind of wooden case, which you're familiar with. This is something that's actually common in Ordris. It's a cold box. When you open up the lid, inside there's a small little piece of glass, which actually emits cold energy. It has a para-elemental inside of it, a cold para-elemental inside of it that just chills the entire box out. So there are a number of bottles on the right side, and on the left side they look like there's wrapped in paper food items, presumably like, just easy to eat travel food.
Maybe on the way back, we can grab some snacks.
Try
I'll
some Denisovin cuisine.
You said it was an Ordric box, so did they take it from Ordris?
So it definitely looks like it's older than you're used to, but not like so old that it belongs here. So yeah, the presumption is that it came from the city. You know that the wizard lady that's been mentioned. Oh, well, not to you. Sorry. You know that the Denisovins were in the city. So
They stole someone's igloo.
they probably bought it.
Oh, I'll give that guy his drink.
Okay. He says thank you, and just as he sets the bottle down and is like about to open it, he stops and goes, "Oh!" And then he has to flip both switches, turn both knobs, and then there's a lever that he pulls. So
Ooh.
I know this is
Ooh.
probably only the second time you've seen him do something, but it seems like he did a lot there. It was like that was big time, like the hardest work he's done.
Does when I walk up to the machines, does it say anything on the buttons?
No, so what you see is there's the two switches, then there's the dials, right? And then there's this strange little like it's almost like a thermometer, and you can see that it's kind of growing and waning and growing. And then there's on the right side there are more buttons, but those haven't been messed with yet. It's just the switches and the knobs, and then that lever, which is kind of up here.
If you weren't here to man this thing, what would happen?
Well, we had a problem with a shift exchange I want to say 4 months ago, and pipes overcharged upstairs and blew up and sent this green material around. What did she call it? It was called, I don't remember what it was called. Orba? It's like, she said it was magical waste. And I just know that a couple people died during that event, so best not to have that happen again, right?
All right.
So, I mean, obviously you're walking around free. The guards left last night in the middle of the night. He kind of does this moment where he's kind of staring at you for a second. Then you hear a whir, and he kind of very quickly like goes back to his knobs and switches, and you can see that all like possible curiosity that was in that man's face left. It is gone. He is back to the job.
All right. Good work. See you later.
Thanks.
Just go away.
We need to keep him forever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
So if you go through the next door, it's a small little hallway that jaunts to the side, and this is about the time that the other folks, specifically Queera, would be like, "Where'd Syndrix go? I need to chase Syndrix down." So,
Yeah.
Tommel, Raphael is remaining with this. She does seem to be kind of focused on it intently, and is investigating it thoroughly. Queera, if you're heading back, is anyone going back with Queera?
Yeah.
Gil, okay. Scared?
I mean, we don't want to go this way.
You staying with Tommel then?
I'll stay with Tom.
Okay, so you and Tommel are going to go that way, and then you two are going to go back towards Syndrix. Okay, Tommel, it's a straight shot north. I'm going to snap ping to you. And then another door, and sure enough, this door opens with your key. Inside is a very strange sight. Not what you were expecting. It looks like wood floors have been put on top of the metal floors. When you step your foot onto it, obviously. Well, do you wear boots with your cute little bunny feet, or
I don't think so.
okay? So your cute feet like touch the floor, and it's like a warm sensation. It's not like oh my foot's on fire. It's
Yeah.
like it's more of a ooh nice.
Yeah, it's like from stepping on the cold ground outside into regular house temperature floor.
Absolutely, and it's there's like a warming sensation to it. The whole space feels comfy. There's a small sofa with a small table, and that table has a book kind of laying on it. There's a book laying on the arm of the couch, and then there are a series of books that are kind of all throughout. The book that is sitting on the center console is kind of a green colored spell book, but on its facing, kind of burned into the leather of the cover, is the symbol of the conglomerate.
What about the
Oh.
book on the couch?
It looks like it has a very kind of non-fiction-y cover to it, and when you look at the title, it says something to the effect of the, the man of paradise.
Oh,
Oh, and just a heads up,
It's got Fabio on
mage lady that we have was looking for her book.
oh yeah. That's I was about
Book.
to comment on that after he was done. This might be their grimoire.
Did she describe it?
No, but she's a conglomerate mage.
Tommel will, I guess, reach to pick it up.
Yeah, it's pick upable.
And then
Put
it
it in the bag.
You
explodes.
can interact with it.
Okay. Yeah, you grab it. You have it. If you look at the books that are also on the shelf, several of them appear to be titled pretty historically. It looks like a lot of historical context. That's more modern than you would think would be kind of supposed to be here. But this entire vibe that you're in right now, this entire space, doesn't feel like it's original. This room feels like it was added on.
Yeah,
right? They
for sure.
repurposed this room to be what it is. Yeah, all the books are there. A good majority of them, I'd say 60% of the books that are on the walls here, are Jernaran history books.
Can I take the Man of Paradise?
Yeah, you can take the Man of Paradise.
Sweet.
If you open to the page that it was on, it seems to be the fleeting moments after a very raucous you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. I know what kind of book this is.
It's after the sexy time, so they read the sexy time.
And then they probably went down and fucked with us in the bubble.
Yeah, maybe it was
Or
the
had
same
to go
day.
clean up. So there's nothing down this hallway but more doors, I'm guessing. If I
There's a
run
door
down and
to the
just
north.
check 'em.
And there's a
Yeah.
door to the
Okay.
side.
Before we
open-
move
open-
on, I want to run back. You said you thought it was the what's her name's book?
Rapinold.
Yeah, let's go ask her if it's her book.
Okay. She'll say, as she's kind of studying, is this your book? She'll say, yes, it is. And she'll grab it and she'll smile. And she'll kind of look through it just to see if all the spells are there. They didn't tear out anything. Very strange. And she's very happy. Well, I could tear out the spell of teleportation circle and get me and the others back to Penford if needed. Cut from that, we'll go to Quira and Gil. Are you two going to rush across or fly somehow? Or
I'm rushing.
okay, go ahead and make an acrobatics check. And before you get there, Cindrix, go ahead and open that door and move into the next chamber.
Oh. Okay. Oh. I can't move in there.
You can't unlock or open that door?
Oh. Oh, you have to. Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, and then you
That's
can
cool.
go
That-
inside. So when you get into this space, we'll describe some things here in a second, but just pause here. Sarah, are you right behind Cindrix or kind of keeping a distance with you and the girl between you two?
No, I would try to.
Stay with him?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and move up then. All right, so back to Gil. You're great. You make it through, no problem. And Jijo, unfortunately, Queera does not, so she will fall, kind of bonk, and take 3 points of cold damage, and then be able to make it through. And this is the point where you two make it to the other side, and you can see our friend here, the captain. So you should be here at the start of this. When you two enter into this space, you see that the entirety of this non-worked cavern space is covered with these very strange spider webs. They almost have like a crystalline look to them. They glisten way more than a spider web should. And as you're kind of looking at it and seeing that the path moves from here to the right.
Oh, I would have caught on that those are what they are back when he mentioned them, right?
What?
Face spiders?
Oh. If you did in real life, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I did.
Okay. So
But we
you
did
know
not
that,
tell anybody that.
you did not tell anybody that. You were just like, yeah, face spiders. Pretty common in this region, so yeah. You see a creature. Well, actually, both of you make perception checks to see if you're ambushed. Sorry, not Jijo. Sarah and Cindrix. Okay, so, Sarah, you are not ambushed. So during this first round, you will not be surprised, but during this first round, Cindrix will be. Okay. So, Sarah, above you, there is a spider. It drops down very suddenly and kind of blurs with like a bluish color as it descends. It itself appears to have kind of bluish accentings, and it is mostly white. It lands, or it's coming to land on the ground, but again, you are responding to it, so we're going to go ahead and roll initiative just to see.
This is a bad time to say I'm arachnophobic.
Oh, was this a thing? Was this mentioned in the beginning?
No.
Oh,
It's okay. I just don't like it. It's so
okay,
creepy.
okay. As long as we're not pushing any boundaries. I didn't remember there being one. So, because I have a friend, Andy Hornbeck, who is definitely afraid of spiders, but also told me it's fine. And every time he reacts to them, it's the biggest giggle for me.
This is
Oh,
so creepy.
So
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I've been a
How
spider
could you?
before, so I hope that wasn't.
yeah, I've been a spider. I
I
can't be your friend
remember it.
anymore.
I hated every moment of it.
I can't be your friend anymore. I just can't be your friend anymore. You've been a spider.
oh.
And I don't-
That was one of the good ones.
We
though.
can't
That was one of
talk.
the good ones.
That's rough. Okay, so it will.
Even
It will be going last during the first round of initiative. Cindrix, you are surprised. During the second the second beat, it'll be Sarah. So it's descending. It's within reach, but it hasn't gotten to a position where it's actually attacking. It's in mid ambush, if that makes sense.
Like the thing, like Ventress is like focusing on the visions more than her surroundings at that point.
Yeah.
But
Cindrix, where did you bring us? And I'm not raging.
Okay.
Is this a really big spider? Or
Yes.
watch it.
Its legs are about as long as Sarah is. Its core section is about as big as Cindrix is in full armor.
Oh.
Illegal.
Is it like the hairy spiders? Like the very okay. Now,
And
No,
the
you
way-
know what? You know
no.
The way it's
Let's
descending, its feet
Let's
first,
not talk about it.
all kind
Yeah,
of like
that's
down. So it's all like down. So it's like all kind of like octopus-like. It's like noodly, and it's just dropping straight down.
It's just a weird octopus. We'll
Alright.
think of it that way.
octopus.
Yeah, land octopus.
Right, so I'm not
Weird
gonna.
octopus. Is it?
I should rage. I have 4. Okay, I'm gonna rage.
Okay, if you want to. It's just the one.
No, never mind. I'm not gonna rage. Okay, I'm gonna
Okay.
attack recklessly. was a
28 hits.
Okay.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna attack again.
Yeah, it hits. Okay,
And-
so as it hits the ground, before Syndrix even registers it, Sara cleaves into its top and then slashes it across the top, and it just splatters all over the wall. The bright red, change of coloration to the room makes you immediately realize that on the ground behind it and on the walls near it are egg sacs. So this was probably a mother that you just murdered in its own bed.
Cindrix, burn it. Oh,
Oh,
good.
Doesn't
Well-
even care. Doesn't even care.
that's
Johnny?
self-defense. Self-defense. Because I had a pet spider at one point. Name's
So did that. I don't know why.
Johnny,
So-
the entire Everglades are your pet.
The
There.
the fight's over. Very
I
solid.
keep
hit.
house spiders around because they kill
The
bad things.
path that
I
you
haven't
wish to go, Syndrix, does
understanding
appear to be kind of
plan.
leading you to the right. And then you kind of get a gasp from it's luckily that's kind of just like a oh, but not loud enough for it to carry to anybody else.
Oh, thank you, Sarah. And I appreciate you coming with me. I really do.
When
Thank
you
you
get
for
to
that.
the wall of web, Syndrix can kind of touch it. It's very sticky, so you very quickly kind of move your hands away from it so you don't lock onto it. And you realize that it's impermeable. Like, it would need something to kind of... You need to cleave it or cleft it to kind of get it open for you to be able to
Can
move through.
I
Or burn it.
it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
Fireball.
Fireball.
Okay, so...
He doesn't have firebolt.
Produce flame.
Man. Funny thing about that, I didn't realize that was the cantrip when I was picking cantrips, so I...
Sacred flame is not fire. Okay, so breath
yeah,
weapon?
and it's not fire. Yeah,
Okay, whoosh. Okay, so skipping back from you, go ahead and move like double your move while we're doing the next thing.
don't move.
Yep. The door closes behind you as you continue on. So Gil and Queera, you come into this room and are kind of walking into it. You see the guy who was mentioned by Tommel kind of gives a look over his shoulder and says, "Phew, it's really busy today," and then kind of looks back to the panel.
You see a dragonborn come through here?
Yeah. Their friend got me this, and holds up the drink. Glug, glug, glug.
Oh.
Hmm. Well, Sarah is definitely generous, if nothing else. Which way did they go?
Points to the door.
The one on the right? Okay.
Mhm.
So let's go. Is it closed?
It is.
Can I push it open?
It is not a pushable door.
Oh, shit.
Real quick question. Is Queera native born to Ordris?
Yes, but I gave her an accent at the beginning of this
water
fucking game,
count?
and I didn't know why.
So-
And so I think she has I think she has parents that either immigrated. So I don't think she has native Ordric blood.
then
I think
when-
she's Vazrielite from somewhere else.
When you
originally.
touch it, it doesn't open.
Oh hell!
Oh,
And Gil, you are
Oh.
also not from Ordris, so when you touch it, it doesn't
Oh.
open.
Hmm.
oh.
Knocking
two
on the
of you.
door. Sarah.
He goes, "Oh, just take my..." And he looks over and he goes, "Oh, there was a small, Aragon. He took my key." And then it's like, "Can you please be quiet, though?" And he goes back to the knobs of the switches.
So Queera's like, Sarah. Oh, yeah. Hey, Gil, be quiet. He said for us to be quiet.
So you,
You know, I was just like, what?
as you would have noticed from the door from before, knocking and banging on the door did not seem to kind of probably generate the effect you were looking for. Sarah possibly coming back. Sarah, you don't hear anything, so you are heading after Syndrix. There's no sound. Remember, there was no sound coming from the room with the red gem, even though it's loud as heck.
Oh no.
These are sound blocking doors.
Can I get through this area?
Yeah.
Did you say the door fell behind? Okay, I thought you said the door shut behind
The
Cindrix.
door shuts as you kind of walked away from it. It looked like you were I mean, were you following Cindrix, or did you not follow Cindrix?
Oh, I'm gonna follow Cindrix.
Then yeah, it would have shut like as you kind of passed the webbing.
I'm sorry for my bad decision.
We'll get back to Cindrix and Sarah, the gang. I'm going to move you to Cindrix just so you're with them. Okay, cool. And then I'm going to shift gears back to Tommel and Scarin. Raffinold says, if you'd like, I can prepare the spell. Well, I can prepare to use the scroll of the spell. Where are the others? Or where's the other one? The child, or the young girl, the young woman.
One with well, actually, she's pretty much been stuck to.
Where did you find this again? Just that way? She gestures towards
This way.
the door.
You want to come?
Yeah, her curiosity gets the better of her. She's like, if they're not here.
Yeah,
You're-
Tom will like gladly like hops away to like show her. where
Yurak
he
in
found
his
it.
piecemeal kind of Denisovan armor with his short swords kind of looks at Scarin, kind of gives a nod. If you want you
Another
to go
shrug.
with them, I'll hold the door here. If they come back, I'll let them know you went that way. Just if you get too far ahead, come back and let me know, okay?
Yeah, we can do that.
All right. And then he says to Raffinold, I'm going to let the Sentinel protect you. And it seems like he knows you by your Ordric title, or Ordris title, like you are a
Right.
Sentinel.
Or because of the robes, probably.
Yeah, yeah. Also,
It's
you're
here.
a
As she
deliver-
like walks in, he just gestures right at the table.
Where did they get these books? She just starts kind of looking them over, and then you see her kind of stop dead in her tracks, and she goes, "Oh, God,
What?
Which one?
these books some of these books used to sit in the libraries beneath Fort Ordeals.
Oh,
I know it was a slaughter that day. Prince Ingwer of the Bloodrock tribe of Goliaths descended from the mountains to aid us, bringing allies. It was... I barely escaped. But they brought them here and now put them in a lounge?
pretty shitty.
She tests the couch. And then sits.
I
It's kind of halfway between like depressed sit, but like also, man, I'm tired.
Tired sit, yeah.
Yeah, she
That's fair.
seems to just take a load off, and she says, "I'm gonna be ready for the casting. This seems like a decent enough place to do it. If you want to bring them back to me, then I'll be ready. If not, there's no rush, I suppose, as long as they're not being hurt or harmed." Back to the other group so I can hurt and harm them. So, Cindrix, you can continue moving through this space. As you do so, you'll notice that these torches are ever-burning torches. They're not real fire. And they seem to be kind of positioned in spaces in a very intricate manner, but in a very kind of low, grounded manner. Like the individuals who placed them might have been not as tall as you or Sarah.
Cindrix, wait a minute. We're going pretty far.
Yes. Oh,
I don't like knowing. I don't like not knowing what's happening to Gil.
It's Lockley will
Aw.
say, I agree. We're very far from them, and maybe there's more of those spiders, but Sarah, you did such a great job dispatching it. If we get into trouble, we can just run back to them. We know where they are. If you feel like you have to press on, Cindrix.
Cindrix, we stick together.
that is Hmm.
I want to move
Yeah,
forward.
right. You that is wise of doing that, but
As you kind of
uh,
look to her and say that, you kind of turn your head back, and that butt drops just as you kind of hear almost like an echoing your mother's voice through the cavern. It's real to you. Um, Neither of us hear it, by the way. Kimmy.
gonna turn and he's gonna look, keep on going that way. Says that.
She kind of walks past you, Sarah. Kind of gives you a look like, "Come on," and like a sad kind of like, "We got to stay with him," kind of look.
And sorry, you can turn back and get the others. I'll try to stay put here.
But she's so
If you
strong.
wish.
No, I'm not gonna leave you. Remember last time
Appreciate
you were left alone with someone we didn't know?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to a little laugh. Yeah.
We either move
Appreciate-
back together or go forward.
Just- I have to follow these voices. I have to do this. Something's compelling me to do it, and I have to.
Okay.
He's gonna keep on.
Okay. Sarah, make a perception check.
Okay. 6.
Okay. Keep moving.
No.
I'm so sorry. Sorry.
Keep moving,
It's like-
Cindrix.
Oh.
So there's like a little pipe up ahead, and there's like a step over it, but you saw some pipe kind of maneuvering around. And it looks like it leads off somewhere, but you're not sure where. And then down below this, there'll be another cavern with spider webs kind of on the top, similar to the ones that you saw before. When you come through this space here, it looks like there might be some sort of alcove or cavern structure here that could be maneuvered through, but would take a little bit of effort to try and kind of climb through. And I'll explain why when you kind of get over to that position.
I'm going.
You see that there's an old door, and it's like the ones you saw before, but it looks like it's been broken out and destroyed, and it has bits of spider web and what appear to be kind of like sharp claw marks through it.
But I know like what creature.
The claws look similar to the phase spider's kind of like attacks, like when it attacks with its kind of front and also its front legs. Because they have the fangs, but they also have their front bladed appendage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crab
Up
rock.
ahead to the south, you
Crab.
see a hallway that is made out of metal with a step up to it and a door at the end.
I guess at this point, he kind of hesitates. Looks back at Gara. I'm sorry to bring you. I feel bad. Maybe it's not the best idea, or the wisest thing. He's gonna keep on coming.
Okay.
But
You move down. Sarah, do you move past some webbing, and it looks like it's kind of another spider nest. I'm assuming you do not want to tangle with it.
Oh, I'm not going that way. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna follow Cedric.
It feels like it's not the vibe, anyways. If you move towards the end of the hall, there's another door, and Sarah, if you touch it, you are able to open it. Looks like you can kind of see through it because of weirdness on the map, but you can't. But it's not going to change anything spatially. It's just you'll see the next room a little bit more before. But yeah, if you go up to it and open it, Sarah,
I wouldn't
inside.
open it yet, just right away. I would
Oh.
ask Cendrix again. Are you sure you don't want to go back and collect the others to come with us? Just
he's
the
gonna
three
sit
of
there in
us?
contemplation. But good. I see her though. I hear her voice that would have.
You then, as you're kind of thinking and looking towards the door, "Hurry, child," you hear in your mother's voice. Walks forward, opens the door. Inside, you step out onto bones. Literal bones that appear to be from animals, beasts, birds, people. In the corner, you see a grouping of loose furs that look like they were put there with intent. You then also, and it almost looks like a place where people would sleep. And as you kind of scan that, you also notice it looks like there might be someone inside of the blankets. When you come into this space, you would also see that in this room, sitting on a rock to your side, there is a skeleton. It doesn't look like it's fully skeletal. It almost looks like the meat of it melted off of it. Somehow.
Yawn.
Also in this space, you see an opening that leads out to sunlight. Looking outside, you can see the top of a storm cloud. It seems that you are above the storm cloud at this point and can see the actual sky. You hear a voice in your head, different from the last, that says, "Protect the girl, no matter what." And she looks to Sarah and says, "Thank you so much for your assistance in helping me out. If it's any consolation, I won't hurt him too much." And then as she says that, her skin shifts to a more vile form. A form that is more demonic. And, Johnny, this is your first experience with a succubus. So, hold on. Bear with me here while I find the picture that I had for her. Oh my gosh!
Oh my. Oh.
Her token
It's happening.
changes. And then her art is somewhere in here. I don't know. Oh wait, is this? We're in Thunder, right? She seems to be wearing tight black leather. She still has the kind of young woman kind of framing, but the clothing is much more revealing. Kind of purplish, demonic wings spring from her back. Her hair becomes bright, vibrant pink and flares up, moving with an unseen wind. Her eyes are bright green. Green beyond, like, the greenest you can imagine. And when she looks to you, Cindrix, you realize that you are not only charmed, you have to follow her commands regardless. And I want to explain the mechanics of what's happening here. I rolled your charisma, or I rolled your check to see if you succeeded on her the very first time in secret. You failed. And I showed that to everybody. And they were all aware this was happening. And I thank everybody so far in this process. But Sarah, a demon appears behind Cindrix. And Cindrix, you are her best friend. So Sarah, what's your response?
Oh, Cindrix.
I knew this was a bad idea, but I had. Oh, this is great. This is awesome.
What do you do, Sarah? Are you brandishing your weapon?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So we'll go ahead and start an initiative tracker.
Yay! It wasn't me
Goodness.
this time.
And
This
then,
time. Don't worry, Gil. You'll get the next succubus.
Oh my.
No,
Oh.
like the party PvP.
the strange part about
Bye-bye.
this for you, Cindrix, too, is when she takes shape, there's something about her that's familiar to you already. Because remember, the succubuses were a part of your cult.
Oh.
Oh,
Yes.
was betrayal and
A quick note for everybody at home. Succubi do not read minds, so there's no way she would have known Cindrix's mother at all. Cindrix was targeted for purpose. So, Sarah rolled.
Right.
Cindrix, go ahead and roll.
Oh, okay.
All right, we're going first, buddy. She draws her weapon. What's your response? You do not have to fight your friends. She has not commanded you to do so yet. However, she is trying to harm someone who you trust or feel charmed by.
Yep. Just kind of stand in front of her, trying to
Block.
shield her. Block. Yeah. That's invisibility.
Are you taking the dodge action to kind of defend?
Yeah.
Okay. She will whisper to the air. It's wordless to you, Cindrix, but to you, Sarah, you hear this foul kind of just mutterings coming from her mouth. I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh no. Come on, sorry, you got this.
Hey.
Hey!
Oh.
Oh!
Okay. So,
Yes.
she, when you weren't looking, placed a mark on you. You still succeed, absolutely. However, whenever you succeed on a spell saving throw against the Dark Whisperer, you take 2d6 psychic damage, which would be a total of 7 for this instance. Dark Whisperer's mark was placed on you when you weren't looking. So when the spell's cast upon you and the whispers are kind of uttered, you see this strange thing on your probably like bicep kind of flare, this pink symbol, and you feel this kind of pain that you know isn't real, but it definitely stings. All right, she's done. Sarah, you're up. And then she'll also say as a free action, just flee. Leave us be. Leave us to our business. Sarah.
And your business exactly is? Like,
Oh, do you stop? Are we not fighting anymore?
I kind of like wanna. She said she's gonna take him. No, I gotta fight for him.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna rage.
Yep.
You'll
And is this
be
rough
so
terrain?
jealous.
No, it's not.
Okay. And
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna hit her.
Okay.
Reckless.
No.
And much to your
He's gonna,
surprise, as a reaction, she forces Cindrix to jump in the way. You don't have to try and jump in the way for me, Johnny. I have abilities that let me do it to you.
Oh, great.
You don't have to. You don't.
Fantastic.
I do love the zeal and the desire to jump in. But yeah, you jump in the way for the first attack. Go ahead and make the damage roll on that, Zara.
Can I warding flare that? Oh, no. Yes.
I'm sorry, Johnny.
No, I'm sorry. I brought you into this mess.
The first attack will slam into Cindrix. Cindrix, you take 18 points of slashing damage. The second attack is not so barred. You can maneuver it to attack her at your pleasure. But you did just grievously wound Cindrix in the first attempt.
That's what he gets.
I know.
Okay, that will hit. Go ahead and roll
Is it-
damage.
Is it hit her this time?
Yes. Okay. She annoyedly kind of like takes the hit and looks at you, and she says, "I just want to leave." Cindrix, you're up, and you hear a voice in your head say, "Stop her! Get her out of here! Kill her if you need to!"
I can't. I won't kill her, but
If you
Zara,
need to.
it is the best.
It's last effort, so.
Zara, it is best that you just leave. I appreciate the help, but this
Right.
is our matter now.
You are compelled to attack, though. I want to make sure that that's clear. Your action will be used attacking Sarah and trying, in whatever manner you feel would be best, to force her retreat. So if you have a spell that moves her, great.
What's your strength?
Um,
You just grapple her?
You could grapple her and try and move her to the door.
Against those muscles, though?
Again, whatever you think would be the thing that
Right.
Cindrix thinks to do in the heat of the moment.
Blast her with
And
your
then-
fire breath. That'll make her
Oh,
back
can't
up.
already use it.
Oh, damn.
Well, I have 4 charges
What's
on this
Cindrix's
thing.
second thought?
Right, there's 4 charges.
Yeah.
Go ahead, breath. Yeah.
Do it. Go
I guess
for it.
What would Cindrix do after
gotta-
taking a slash?
Yep. Got a breath weapon. This is so much fun.
Make a
Kind of
dex
like,
saving throw. It's from a source you can see.
Bad.
So you'll take half.
Nice.
8.
Okay.
Okay. It'll go to her turn. She will cast a spell. She vanishes from sight. And then she moves. I'm not going to move her token because that would alert you to where she's located. So she is possibly still in that space or possibly somewhere else. That is her action. She is done. Sarah, you are up.
Cindrix, do you really want to go with her? And then,
I must.
oh, you're charmed, bro. It's not what you think.
That's not that.
Hold on.
Oh.
Let's see. Okay, so she's disappeared. Oh no.
No.
You can, as an action, perceive the area, but if you do that and don't attack anything, you will lose your rage.
I know.
And this is your second use of rage as well. Oh, no, first use of rage. I told you
Yeah.
not to do it the first time. Okay.
For the spider, yeah. I know. I'm contemplating.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh.
This is a very interesting position we've been put into. I like it.
Oh.
If I do lightning damage, does that count towards my rage and I won't lose it? Like if I do my sea aura?
I think rage is just dependent on you doing... Let me double check.
Physical damage?
Let me see. Barbarian rage. It ends early if you're knocked unconscious or if your turn ends and you haven't attacked a hostile creature since your last turn. Or taken damage since then. So you need to take damage or attack a hostile creature.
So, attacking, not with a weapon, but with my ability.
Yeah, I guess that'd be fine.
Okay. Because I think that's the least amount of damage I'm going to be able
You can also just grapple him. Grappling's an attack. Like, if you want to restrain him, yeah, you can grapple him and then try and move to pin him.
Alright, that's what I want to do.
Okay. Wrestling is rage-worthy.
Is that a strength check?
Yeah, so it'd be a strength athletics check, which you would have advantage on, and then Cindrix, you'd make a contested either strength athletics or dexterity acrobatics, your choice, to see if you resist being grappled.
Acrobatic.
So wait, you said either strength or acrobatics?
No, for the attacker strength
yours
only.
is athletics.
Oh, athletics. Okay, thank you.
25 beats a 19.
Nice.
So a really good roll
Awesome.
wasted. But yeah, you will grab a hold of Cindrix. You still have another attack if you would like, but you can't really do anything with that, I don't think, unless you want to hit him.
Can I,
Bonk
like,
him.
You don't have to. You don't have to do lethal damage.
yeah, like knock
Bonk him. Bonk him.
people back, like snap
Knock some
out of
sense into
it.
it.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. So if you want to unarmed strike or use the butt of the weapon, both of those would be fine.
What do I do for that?
Just hit the butt of the weapon attack.
Oh, the pull on mercy?
Yeah. That'll hit.
I don't wanna.
You're angry though. So 11 damage, Cindrix.
Yep.
And Cindrix, you are up. It's very serious. But you don't see her. But you can feel that she's present.
Oh.
Do what you gotta do.
I don't like it though. Sucks. Sad.
Just embrace it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh.
I survived. You can too. Maybe.
This is
Sorry,
really fun
stop this.
because I want to get the creature in like a certain. I want to get the target, the victim, the prey, whatever we're calling you. I want to get you under a certain amount of hit points because once you are, I can draining kiss and murder you.
First like PC
What?
kill of the
Are
season,
you?
and
Yeah.
it's gonna be Sarah doing
Oh.
most of the damage.
Yeah, Sarah's helping. Girl.
Oh my god. Oh my
Girl power!
I was gonna say, girls get it done.
I mean,
From the
Oh.
boys, like when they were beating the shit out of Stormfront. But yeah, none of that's actually equated here.
Okay.
I don't think Syndrix is a. Neither is a succubus. Anyways, so what are we doing, Syndrix? We're in a grapple. We don't want to be in one.
Yeah. No. Hmm. Hmm. I am
what you
thinking hard here.
gonna do?
Oh. Sorry, let go. I'm warning you. He's going to use chromatic warding as his action, and
Okay.
bonus action he's going to use spiritual weapon. And hit.
Okay.
Yep.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Throw the spiritual weapon and then toss up chromatic warding so I know what it does.
Yep. There's so many things. And spiritual weapon. I just drag it, right?
Yeah.
Bonk. Oh, I don't even have it. Never mind. I didn't have it prepared.
Oh, okay. Then
My bad.
None of that then.
Yep. None of that.
Just
Thought I had
chromatic
it
warding.
prepared.
Okay.
Yep.
You could cast Healing Word on yourself if you wanted
Oh.
to stay alive.
Oh yeah, healing word on himself.
Okay. On the succubus's turn,
Okay.
I did mention that was greater invisibility, right? So you feel a raking on your back, Sarah. So I have advantage on the attack roll. Does a 24 hit?
Yes.
Cool. You're going to take just 7 points of slashing damage. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Is that halved or no?
7 is half, yeah. Sorry.
Oh.
Okay.
8.
You succeeded on the con save. Okay, so there's a momentary flash of this kind of like pink hand that appears, like glowing, snaps onto your back and drags down. You feel like this sharp pain kind of lacerating through your clothing and your armor, and you look back and you can see that there's like this strange pink ooze kind of like around the wound and around the scarred material. You then see the bones kind of flutter about and move, which, again, you have no sight on the target, so there's no opportunity attack. But you think it might still be there, but you're pretty sure it's not. And
Okay.
that's it. Sorry, you're up.
You said I see the bones move. Did I see the bones move?
So
in
to perceive exactly where she's located while she's invisible, you can, but it takes an action for you to do so. So you'd have to sacrifice your action to be able to see where she's at. You can then... I don't believe Polearm Master lets you use the bonus action attack unless you attacked as well. Or does it? If it does, then that's great. I'm checking. Polearm Master... No, not... Polearm Master...
When you take the attack action.
Yeah, you gotta do the attack action.
Yeah. Okay, but my... Isn't this a bonus action?
The lightning?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you find out where it's at, oh yeah, the Storm Herald thing. Storm Herald Barbarian.
See aura. I thought it was a bonus action.
See aura. When this effect is activated, you can choose one creature you can see in your aura, so as a bonus action, and when you rage. The target must make... you have to be able to see them. So I will allow for that if you can make a perception check and spot her. So if you wish to try that, you can. And this will count as attacking her for the purposes of your rage continuing. If you swing it. If you don't see her, though, you need to discharge the electricity probably into Syndrix. Okay. Perception check.
16.
You are not sure. There are two things that are kind of problematic. There's a small little gap in it, which makes you think that she might be stopped there. But you also think that she might have jumped over the small little hurdle here. So you're not sure if she's behind Syndrix, over by the the bedding or if she's still in the bones.
All right. It's gonna go to Cindrix then. So 1d6. 4.
4 damage. All right.
Okay, and your rage continues. Cindrix.
Well, he did warn Sarah. Gonna cast Fireball on top of himself here.
Sarah, go ahead and make a perception check.
Hey. Well.
Okay.
Oh,
This was to see if the outline of the succubus appeared in the fireball to her, but she's a little bit more focused on the actually being fireballed. 28 points of fire damage, to which you're immune, right?
No.
Yep. And that's an extra 8 from the. Actually, that would be 30 because there's elemental add that fire, so be 30. Then
30
with
fire
the
damage. Plus your...
plus the 8.
Okay.
I have the item and the focus fire.
38. Okay.
Yep.
So she makes a check, and she will fail. She's resistant to fire, so half of 38 is 19.
No, fire elemental add that goes through.
No. Her. You.
Oh, her. Oh.
I don't care where you put that. That fireball's hitting by everybody in this room, my guy.
Oh, okay.
Including
Yeah.
the invisible girl.
He doesn't.
I'm
He
keeping
thought
it
he
honest.
moved out of the way.
Oh, no.
job.
She's in there somewhere. So half of 38 is 19, and half of 19 is 9. Okay. And then you have advantage on your dexterity saving throw, Sarah, but it is a DC 17.
Oh.
You pass.
19.
So you'll take 19 damage because you're not resistant to fire, right?
Right.
Wait, the feat I took goes through resistance. So.
Oh, she doesn't have resistance. Yeah. Oh,
okay.
shit. I do, though,
Yeah.
you asshole.
Yeah.
Plus 10 more.
Okay. So
Or minus 10 more.
I might have messed up. So I don't take all that damage you said earlier, 38. I take 19.
Take 19.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
'cause
you-
Oh my God, sorry.
You saved on the dex
You
save.
saved the deck
Okay.
save, so you do take half.
Oh. No,
I'm
grapple
just
doesn't change your you're good. Okay. Well, that's not great. You hear a whisper in your head, Cindrix, after the fireball's released. Be more careful. I don't have time for this.
I don't know where you are.
Tell your mother Malaria says hello and goodbye, Cindrix. You spunky child. You feel a touch on your shoulder when that's said, and then you feel this very gentle kiss on the side of your neck.
Johnny's live reaction was fucking priceless.
Con saving throw.
I missed it.
Constant.
Me too.
You can just
I
David,
have to
bro.
rewatch.
watch the VOD
Timestamp.
20,
Timestamp.
30 times. Okay, success. So you're only going to take... Oh, God, that was a really good roll. You're going to take a total of 27 points of damage. That's half. That's after taking half.
Oh, jeez.
Your maximum hit points are not augmented because you passed the save. However, I will still regain hit points because love. Wait, no, that's not this one. Draining is different. Okay. Cool. So no restore on hit points. And then, Sarah, go ahead and make a charisma saving throw.
Charisma?
Yep.
Okay.
You are frightened of Cindrix, and you are also frightened of this room for a minute. For the next minute, you are compelled to use your action to take the dash action and move away from this room, the safest route available to you on each of your turns, unless you have nowhere to move, in which case you don't need to take the dash action, just stand still. And you hear the infernal whispers again, as her bonus action is used to make you run away. And you do see footprints kind of move away from Cindrix, and a shadow kind of at the door.
So I should just go outside.
Well, on Cindrix or on Sara's initiative, it's runtime. Yeah, you're as far as you can, as fast as you can, and your rage will dispense. And then Cindrix, on your turn, you feel this draining kiss kind of touch you, but you resist it. And then you listen to the words that she said. Malaria said to speak to your mother. So you think, and kind of, as things are happening, you're putting two and two together. You realize that she's a part of the cult, and she was captured here, and she used whatever method she could to get out of here. She's not concerned about joining you and your friends. On the succubus's initial, unless do you have something that you want to do, Cindrix?
Is he? He's not charmed, is he?
You are so
Or is he-
charmed. You are charmed for 24 hours from, like, the end portion of yesterday. So, when
Oh.
you found her.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Dude, what do I do now?
So if you're positing it and thinking about it, you'll see the shadow kind of fade as it kind of the wings drop down, and she's still invisible, and she flies off into the distance. If you kind of like scurry towards the door to see what happened, about 150, 200 feet out, which is pretty far, she magically appears because her greater invisibility wears off. And she flies the fuck away. It appears that she is flying south. And that's the end of the encounter. You are still charmed by her, but she can no longer telepathically communicate with you. Or does she care to?
Relatively same succubus interaction.
Yep. And Sarah,
Okay.
you continue running, so you'll probably make it back to the doors before Cindrix comes out. Cindrix, you're kind of looking in the room. You see the dead body of a man, it appears. Kind of his flesh melted off, kind of laying there on the stone. And this whole room kind of smells of death. But it definitely looks like this guy is fresh. Like, the bone is still kind of, like, rigid. It still has, like, a marrowy look to it. So this guy hasn't been in here that long. Go ahead.
He did fireball it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So there's like some slight singeing on some of the flesh, but like, yeah, the main portion of it is still kind of recognizable as not being like down here for too long. And then if you walk over to the bed, you saw there was like a form in it, and when you pull back one of the bear skins, you reveal that there's a dead body of a woman inside, an exact identical match to the woman you knew as Islockley.
Damn.
They're demons. What do you want? What do you want from me? Okay, so while you're positing that, Sarah comes bursting through the door. as you, I assume, did not go back to Tommel to get the key, right? You just kind of waited there for them? Or are you going back to get the key, Queera and Gil?
I think they like. How long would they have been there?
So it
trying
would
to
probably
get
be
here?
about 5 minutes you would have waited. Or less than. Maybe a
Probably
minute and a half,
less.
too.
Yeah, so let's say like we're like barely turning our bodies to like
our-
walk away,
Okay, let's go.
and that's when Sarah busts.
You just
through.
gave up. And Sarah rushes through the door. Okay, Sarah, you're
Feel
frightened. I'm gonna say, just for narrative purposes, it's running out. So it's just like snapping into like the shock of you realize you were magically frightened of that space.
Sarah, what's wrong with you? Why are you running
Sarah.
like this? Where the hell is
Cindrix.
Cindrix?
Cindrix, it's a succubus. She
What?
charmed him. She trying to make him go with her, and
That fucking teenager.
which one?
If the three of you mad march back that way, I'm assuming Cindrix, by some point, you're gonna just kind of start wandering back to the room.
Yeah, first he's kind of feel bad about doing that to Sarah.
You'll meet
Then-
here. I'll pull you to where I
Cindrix, what
want.
the hell did you do?
I'll pull you to where I want
Oh, I'm sorry.
the meet to happen. So, Cindrix, you were making your way. Ah, stop it! I said
Oh,
I'll pull
oh,
you to
okay.
where I want.
My bad.
Just
my
as you're
bad.
about to cross the metal bridge that you passed the first time, Sarah, Gil, and Queer are coming, and you stop at that side of the bridge.
Cindrix, what kind of infernal things have you been getting into again?
I don't know. I'm sorry, Sarah. I kind of like deep breathing too. It's like I didn't need to. I just had to. It's what I had to do. It's
Wait,
she demanded.
did you set her on fire?
Well, I set everything on fire. That's my thing. But it's
Okay, well,
yeah.
what? No, wait. How did you even get all the way over here? Like, what is happening?
She gave me my visions of my mother and told me to follow them. I had to. I mean, she's a dear friend of mine. But
Wait, the
unfortunately,
one that tricked you and
yeah, he's still trying. So he thinks.
okay.
He's still trying to.
Cindrix, when you have hallucinations, you need to tell us.
Yeah.
He did. Didn't
I
Sarah taking. What a good leader! She's taking Cindrix's side. That's so good.
Wait. You told us?
Yes.
Did he tell?
You could-
No, he didn't tell Quiura.
Well,
He-
I heard him.
Yeah, told everybody in the room.
And then you all just disappeared.
Wait, he told us he was having visions? Did I fuck that up?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
No, you didn't.
At the beginning, he didn't say, but once we got in that room with that machine, he did.
I gotta go back this way. I think I'm being
We
pulled in
weren't
this
there.
direction. He said, and then everybody was there, because.
But he didn't say I'm seeing visions.
He said, "I'm being pulled in this direction."
Yeah.
Well,
I think I'm seeing
isn't it-
something, and then Sarah was like, "I'll go."
I
with...
was
and,
on the other side. I was
Yeah.
on the other side of a noisy machine.
and then Queera and Raphael started talking shop about the cool machine, which was totally distracting. And then Queera was like, "Wait, where the fuck did Cindrix go? We can't let Cindrix be alone." And then Tom was like, "Does anybody want to go in this hallway?" And everyone was like, "Eh." And Raphael was like, "Eh." And then they left, and after Cindrix and Sarah, and then Scarin and Tom were like, "Yeah, hallway?" And then they went.
Sarah, don't take his side. He can't mince words talking about I felt pulled. If you were hearing voices and seeing visions, you need to be clear cut. Or else
Is-
this
Isn't
happens.
your
Mom's angry.
Boys. I had to go. It was my mother. She was speaking.
Cindrix, you have a new mother now.
What?
Oh.
Yeah, is
What?
your mom,
That's
like,
just
not...
kidding. That's not a character.
Hold on. Pause. Before that line, I was following my mother. I'm sorry. I want to check in with Scarin and Tomo real quick. You two were kind of left and given an option to either go after your friends or to continue into this chamber. Which of those two options did you choose?
I will
Obviously.
continue.
Yeah, so does Tomo.
So both of them kind of like, should we check with the others? Nah. That feels like, if you get into some way, she kind of waves her wand. Just scream, I'll help. That door is locked. That door is locked, and it shows white when you attempt it.
Got it.
This door open. Inside, you see yet another room that looks like it's been made for other purpose. There's a very nice, what appears to be Denisotvan carpet laid out on the ground. Another bookshelf, another two bookshelves, and a desk.
It's on the desk.
A bunch of hands-written papers. Looks like drafts of some sort, and they appear to be written in a language that is very, very close to Draconic. But as you continue reading the material, none of the words are making sense if you speak it. it's some strange garble of like what you understand as Proto-Genarian and Draconic.
You know who might be
Uh,
able to help with that?
Tommel's gonna gather the papers and throw them into his bag, but I don't feel like ritual casting comprehend languages right here, right now.
Do you want to do anything else with this room?
Any
There's a-
books of?
The books are all apparently like very technical books. As you kind of pull them open and look at them, it's like the stuff that Queera would be really interested in. Very mechanical stuff. And it looks like it's all kind of Jernarin and conglomerate kind of branding. Scarin, is there anything you're looking at in particular? You got the desk, the brazier, and the two.
I mean, is there anything else on the desk that's even of note?
Do you want to search it more thoroughly, or are you just looking at the
Sure.
top? Investigation.
Do.
Yeah, so you kind of ruffle through the desk, and there's a cabinet on the bottom, or a drawer on the bottom, rather, that you try to open and it's locked. You kind of look at it for a second, and I'm going to give you two options. You can attempt to try and unlock it through like normal kind of goofy means, or you realize that if you put enough weight on it, it'll just drop out of the slot that it's in, and you can just look in it at that point.
Goofy
understand?
means.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, so it's like a free-floating drawer that's
Right.
above the ground, right? If you put your weight on the handle of the drawer, all of it, it will push the drawer down and through the bottom of the desk, allowing you to look in the drawer.
Oh, it could break something.
It will break the whole lot of it, yeah, if there's anything breakable in there.
Yeah, so goofy.
But you'd open it.
But
But you'd open it.
yeah,
You doing it?
sure.
Okay. Boom, there's a loud kind of ka-thunk when it happens, and inside you see a hand just like the one Tommel has, but it appears to be made out of diamond.
Hey. Diamond hand.
When
it
he
up and
says
he hands it to
diamond hand, Tommel goes, "What?" Just like turns around.
Well, there's like a loud ka-thunk, and Tommel kind of looks at that distractedly for just a second, and then goes back to the book.
Yeah.
And then
Diamond hand.
What?
What?
We got it.
Okay. There's
I
another
bet
door.
we can open all the doors now.
I think that's what he said. Everybody's gonna be so happy we were doing this.
Right? We're being incredibly helpful.
Oh my god.
Okay. So while that's happening, because that does seem like that's going to take
away
some time.
from us.
You folks are still at the bridge. Is there any more kind of like, we're letting Syndrix back in?
Are you guys letting Citrus back in?
Yes.
I am very concerned that Syndrix is on. Wait, did Sarah recognize Miss Thing as a succubus?
She wouldn't know what a succubus is unless
Did
she's
she-
religion trained.
Did she
A demon. She would say a demon.
a demon? Okay, Syndrix attacked Sarah while under the control of a powerful demon. So,
She's not a demon, she's a friend.
oh my god.
Oh,
Oh my god.
I
Syndrix.
I told Sarah to leave. I didn't want to hurt her. Given no choice.
The real treasure
you
is the fiends we met along the
whoa.
way.
You told she.
And I felt
You
bad
told
after.
her to leave. She came running through that door. Listen,
There's a bunch of
is
steps that
anyone
happened
gonna
before
point out
then.
that Gil literally almost killed someone?
Yeah, that happened. So Gil obviously understands where Syndrix is, I mean, I guess.
Oh, I do, but also Sarah got hurt, so like he's a little hypocritical right now.
Sure. But
So,
Sarah's
yeah.
Sarah's also the one advocating for Syndrix against Queer. Is that right, Kimmy?
Yeah.
So
Oh, what a true friend.
whose
That
side?
is
Whose
so
Oh my-
traitorous.
side are you gonna be on there, Gil? Right?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
He couldn't help it. He couldn't help it.
Okay,
yes, but
fine.
he's
No.
still under its control.
Where
Shit.
did she go, Syndrix? I
So
didn't.
like we just have to like put a little monkey backpack on him so he can't wander off,
A little monkey backpack. What the?
right?
We're
What-
not
what it
at
looks-
this. We're not at the
Like-
fair or the flea market.
I like how the Elizabeth putting a leash on Syndrix is coming up again. That was-
Koyura sighs,
oh,
and she pulls a small backpack, like a regular knapsack, out of the bag of holding. Put this on, and she throws it at him.
oh, what is it?
I said, put it on. It's
Dude.
literally just a knapsack. And then I will create an arcane binding rope, and I'll tie it to the knapsack.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's go.
oh my!
I think Skeran said earlier that he had dispel magic prepared, and we're dispelling whatever kind of fucked up witchcraft that infernal being put on you. Come on.
She's a. What are you talking about? I don't need these things. How could you do this to me?
If you untie
What?
yourself, I'm pushing you down into that pit. So
I'm a
keep it on. Let's go.
dragon.
I can't believe.
So
He's-
real quick,
he's gonna-
Oh my God,
shifting
guys.
gears as you prepare to go back. Tommel, Scarin, do you two try any of the other doors here? There's the
Oh,
door that you walk past, and there's this door right behind you. Which one do you want to do first?
He runs over and does this one.
What the heck is happening? Okay, so it glows red and does not open.
What?
What? That guy lied. Let's go kill him. Let's go kill him.
Tommel puts the brass one on that.
Nothing happens.
Okay. Nothing.
Oh,
It doesn't even glow.
Sorry, closing does the red thing again. Sorry.
'Kay.
Not exactly nothing.
We need a ruby hand. This is some
Immediately
Skyrim
run to this door to
bullshit.
see if this door opens.
Click. Boom. It sure does. Inside, you see a very strange-looking shrine. There are 4 of the braziers that were inside of the other room that seem to be kind of emanating with sparks kind of jumping off of it. You didn't really focus on it too much. It was emanating warmth, but not like an overwhelming amount of warmth. Up on the dais, on the wall, kind of hanging from it, but also at the same time bound to it, is a very strange-looking sword. It appears to be bound to the wall with black chains.
Neat.
The sword in question looks like it's of a dwarvish make.
Well,
Where the fuck is Brent?
We
His
do-
cursed items are.
we do an arcana.
What's funny is
check on
there's
the
actually 5 of these swords, and he saw one. Like, yeah, a lot of the spacing was like created for like an overarching 3-pronged game, but yeah, things didn't happen, and here we are.
Here we are.
So I will note too, a fun fact about this sword and the potential other one is there was, when I was initially building this dungeon and thinking about it, a possibility that when the person who picks up the sword, they would be swapped with someone who already has the sword.
Oh my god.
So the two
Oh,
people
man.
would transposition. But again, fun doesn't happen in Dungeons and Dragons. It's very serious business. Back to the point. Do we want to take the cursed sword off the wall? The very clearly, obviously cursed and bound sword off the wall. Tommel and Scarin.
We arcane check.
Yeah, you can arcana it. Not with that. Yeah,
About that.
27 is really high. So, the make of the sword appears to be a black blade with a reddish kind of hilt, leather-bound hilt. The pommel appears to be a fist, and it looks like there's a maker's mark on the pommel, on the kind of thumb of the fist. When you look at it, you see that the marking appears to be a dwarvish maker's mark, but a very old dwarvish maker's mark, ancient even, definitely like when this thing was probably being built, dwarvish maker's mark. It's two axes that cross over one another that appear to be wreathed in flame. This appears to be the mark of a clan known as the Blaze Hatchets, who are very well known for two things and two things only: their craftsmanship of weapons of death and their relentless rage to kill people.
I wouldn't pick that one up.
Skaren's actively reaching for it.
I would. That's like the amount of effort Tomo's putting in. Is that no? I wouldn't. No. I wouldn't do that. What you're doing? I don't know if that stops you.
That's the thing that's trying to stop you, Skaren. Do you take up the sword or grab a hold of it? Okay, you stop. Looking down over at Tommel, who is kind of squeaking at you in distress, but apparently winning out on the persuasion checks here.
Like, I don't even need swords. Let's go see if Sarah wants it.
I don't even use swords. Okay, so soon after you exit this space, you would note that the door above you closes, and then soon after you exit that space, a little ways down, the door closes.
Nothing that way,
Right.
but I guess we'll go looking for our friends as we like hop through the.
You're holding the diamond hand as you walk past her, and she goes, "Hey, wait, that's something," and then she will follow you.
I'm just like, you're right, that it is.
You get back to Yurik, and Yurik is like, no sign of him, just kind of shrugs, and then we'll all meet, and I'll just drag us all to where we're going. Don't move, stop moving.
I'm Nan.
Whoosh. And I will try to grab whoosh. So, explain your scene as you come out, crew, from the northern door.
I would think like the three of us exit in tandem, and Quiora has like over her shoulder has this kind of like shining silver rope. And so y'all see at the very end of the rope a Cindrix.
This is new.
Cindrix kind of dejectedly resigned to it, or are you resisting?
He's not resisting, but he's not happy about it. Very much. Not happy about it.
Dejectedly following
One just
along.
looks very grumpy.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you see those three come out. You would arrive kind of at the same time as you rush through the mists. They're opening the door and coming out. And then you guys with Raffanild and Yurik, who's got the diamond hand?
Me.
Skaren. And Tommel's got
Still got the bronze hand.
And
Do they make them high five?
as you move into this
Oh, no.
clang,
Oh my god.
as you
That's
move
like
into
an
this
explosion.
space, you hear the guy kind of go, "Oh God, there's so many of them." He goes back to and then he kind of, after finishing a couple of dial spins as you're about to start talking, he says, "Okay, hold on. Before you get into whatever you're going to do, I don't care. It's fine. Handle your business. But can you keep it down, please? Okay, thanks. I got to hear the alerts." And he goes back to the table.
Scared just says
yes.
sorry.
Sorry.
I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. Kuyara says in a very low, even, serious tone. Cindrix has been brainwashed by a demon.
Not a demon.
Yes.
Gotta yell that out.
No.
He's my
Scarin.
best friend.
Yeah.
Dear to me.
Do you still have Dispel
We have to be
prepared?
quiet.
Yeah.
I think,
Yeah, but we gotta be quiet.
can I do an Arcana check to determine if Dispel will dispel this charm?
You would know that it won't.
Oh,
Well,
we're
not
just
a-
gonna have
You were saying?
We're
It-
just gonna have to push
Well,
Cindrix into the hole.
you would know that it's unlikely. I guess it's not impossible. Just reviewing it, it's it's effectively treated as a 8th level spell for the purposes of dispel magic.
Yeah.
So
well,
it could happen on a high enough check.
If you spend an 8th level spell slot or roll a d20, add your spellcaster modifier, and beat 18.
might as well try once.
Okay, dispel magic, 3rd level spell slot, gone, gone, gone. And then you'll roll a d20, and you'll add your
I believe in you.
wisdom modifier.
Wow.
Could just roll a wisdom check.
Yep. Not a wisdom save, a wisdom check.
Right.
Scaring his
Hey.
wife, right?
Hey.
All right. So
I better be as a druid.
green energies, the primal energies kind of flow, seemingly rawly, kind of inspired by the presence of this primal water and kind of just essence of earth that's kind of present here in this storm maker. And you and you can just feel like the charm slip from you, Cindrix. You still recognize that Malaria was a member of the cult and presumably a friend or former ally of your mother. You don't know how long she's been in here. She never answered that question. However, make a retroactive medicine check for me. She could
Can I
be.
guidance?
Yeah, you can guidance.
Okay.
Based on that roll of 15 total, you would note that the corpse that you found underneath the bearskins, due to the temperature and everything, you think could have been in here for maybe 2 months, 3 months, so she might not have been in here very long at all. But you are no longer magically compelled to think of her as a friend.
Ugh. That. You pay for that doing that to me. Oh. You seem like very frustrated.
Someone feels silly.
It's okay, Cindrix.
And so
It's not your fault.
I want to pause for a second. So, real quick, that was a succubus, Johnny. I just want to make sure that you understand the reason why it can get a bit dicey with succubi is because they usually use the charm mechanic that I employed upon you and the I'm going to make you do what I want with visions to seduce others. Succubi do it to males, and incubi do it to females, and both do it to, everywhere, which way, I mean, all over the place. Just succubine and incubine all over the place.
Oh.
They have a lot of features that are very much tied to that kind of chicanery. So I definitely did not want to go into that direction. I felt that
I appreciate that.
I felt that what we did was perfect. So that's
I fully agree.
that's what a succubi
Oh.
is, a charmer.
Right.
But okay. So that's a good question. With Cindrix's religious knowledge, would he determine that this demon was a succubus?
He was friends with succubi, so he knows.
Oh,
what
so
it
he
is.
been knew.
Johnny doesn't.
He been knew.
Johnny didn't know, but
Johnny
Cindrix
doesn't
knew.
know.
The cult had succubi in it. There were lieutenants of Imperagon that were succubi. So yeah, it's a fiend cult, but it's also mainly a dragon cult. It's Ashmedea. It's like, what are you gonna do? We do both.
We do
do everything
the
here.
both worlds.
So I suspect he
inside.
was an old friend of yours.
Mainly
Cindrix.
my mother's, not mine.
She's still your best friend.
Not for that stunt. Well, she was never my best friend. She was my mom's best friend, not for mine.
Oh, best friend, like they were
How'd
you
living
know
in
that?
the same apartment.
Like history will,
No.
They
will
were
remember
roommates?
them
No,
as best
they're-
friends.
No, they're business strictly. Wait,
Mm.
well,
Mhm,
the
mhm,
nothing
business
like that.
associates. Got it.
Okay, so it wasn't your stepmom. Got it. Okay, so
No,
um, that was definitely concerning. I guess
it is.
uh, we don't have to keep you leashed anymore unless you prefer to stay leashed.
No,
Yeah.
why would I want to stay?
Gil votes for you to stay leashed.
I
Yeah.
really do want to apologize. Sorry, I do not want to
Listen,
hurt
buddy,
you.
I get it. But, like, also.
It's okay, Central. I knew you weren't yourself.
I feel bad. He even followed me too after kind of no one else did, and you put your trust. There's nothing I could ever repay for that sort of. Gonna give you a little bow, and I do apologize if I did burned you a bit.
We kind of hurt each other, so I am sorry for hitting you, but
No, you did
I
it.
just I didn't want you to go with her.
Mhm.
I didn't know what would happen to you if you went. But don't worry
Appreciate it.
about it. Don't worry about it. Don't even think about it. There's no bad blood here. We're fine.
Yeah, it was weird. Up until like that midpoint, it did seem like Cindrix was the one driving. Like I did try to keep that, but like the second it switched, like that at the like after the bridge, I think that's when Sarah is like, oh, this isn't a good idea. Went from that to like concern. Yeah, so that very good, very very good. That was very fun. But
Yeah,
in the
it was
room,
awesome.
door. We know that there's a door back that way that's red and can't open, and also the sword. So these are the things that are kind of brought onto the table. Is that fair to say? There's also
Yes.
a hole that leads outside, which she availed herself of.
Wait, a whole bunch of what?
What's up?
Can you repeat what you just said?
I said that there's a door here. There's a
Uh-huh.
ruby door back the way that they came from. Then there's a
Uh-huh.
cursed sword. And there is a hole that leads to the outside to which she availed herself of. She flew off.
Oh, right. Oh, I see.
And then we got this cool guy working on the device here.
Well, we should probably check out the ruby door and so that we, can be completionists and make sure this area is clear.
Well, you would know that Sarah can't open ruby doors. We've already attempted it.
Can we
should
try it
probably
with the
try
diamond hand?
this
We
door.
tried
right?
with the diamond hand
They
already.
did.
Nobody's tried
did we
this door.
Did we try with Cindrix's hand?
Cindrix doesn't have a hand.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, like
There's
his
two.
physical
What?
hand? Oh,
Well, he's
Oh,
ruby colored. I don't
him.
know.
No, it doesn't work like that. It's not.
All right.
When I said she's white, that was a bit, obviously. She's royalty is why the diamond is working.
Oh, so you're saying that white people deserve to be loyalty by nature of their
Technically,
purity. Got it.
to be
Wow,
completely
no.
honest, she is not truly white. I mean,
Uh-huh,
if we want to
okay,
get very,
okay,
very,
okay.
very specific, she's Ordric, which means she is more closely associated with the
Subtle.
Vazrael.
Subtle messaging.
I am no longer touching doors.
We know
I'm just
we know where you're
kidding.
going.
I'm just kidding.
All right, next
get mad.
campaign arc, the
I'm not.
Wizards' War is actually just going to be. It's just going to be Harry Potter's Nazi wizards thing. It worked in there. She became a millionaire. Why don't I just do Nazi wizards and be super fascist? Oh, I can get money, and then I can
Oh my
after that I'll just be
God.
a horrible bigot too. Not really.
You're a horrible bigot now to innocent witches who did nothing wrong.
Fair, fair. Well,
Anyway.
they know what they did.
Okay, so we don't have a ruby hand.
We do not have the ruby hand.
Did everybody try their hand?
Hey guy, what is? Hey guy, what does this door do again?
Oh, that goes upstairs. Actually, Snared should be down here soon. It's weird that he hasn't come down yet. Can you tell him to make his way down here? Because I'm kind of getting tired, actually. Or could you grab me my lunch?
Weird.
He might break.
Yeah, where's that?
It's in there. He points to the room that everybody besides Tommel and Scarin came out of.
It's in the cooler.
Oh. Raphael will say, I have the ability to right now cast Teleportation Circle. If you or any of you wish to leave this place, we can. I don't think that I am prepared for what is present here. I don't think my friend here, Urek, is willing to continue and potentially risk being captured again after the tortures that he suffered. I will remain with you if you wish, but it seems that we're the only two that are not members of the League that came with you.
I would say the two of you have been through enough, and there is no reason for you to carry forward.
She'll take the time to spellcast Teleportation Circle, and she'll teleport her and Urek to Penford. And she swears that to Lady Sarah that she will return this good captain of your armies to you as soon as she can, with haste.
Yes, please do. It's my cousin.
Whoosh! Urek and Raphael, after a minute or so of casting, will disappear. Tommel, make an Arcana check. If need be, with that 18, you are able to copy that teleportation circle. If you're able to cast teleportation circle, you could go to Penford, that circle specifically. Okay. So, yeah, he says that leads upstairs.
Cool.
You gonna go?
Yeah.
Nobody's getting that cursed sword?
Wait, there's.
Oh yeah, there's a sword back there.
No, Gil. No.
What? What, you don't want a sword?
It's probably cursed, but you're welcome to grab it. I just personally wouldn't.
Oh. Like, how cursed are we talking here?
I don't know, go pick it up.
Family is famous for, like, its rage and stuff, you know? So I imagine it's not the kind of thing I would want in my life.
Sounds could be useful. That's why I use for rage.
It's supposedly got a very good history of killing things, but, you know,
Oh.
generally not my priority.
I don't know. Sarah's pretty good at killing things.
Okay, you know what? I think we've had enough, like, everyone's mind being controlled by infernal forces. Let's move on.
You push the diamond head down onto the door and it opens. Just like Scarin's holding it over it like,
Hey, that's mine.
and then
It's not.
Kira just pushes the diamond head down onto the thing and opens the door. Okay, fuck this. Bronk.
Wait, I want Scarin to say, hey, it's mine, like you just
Yeah, that's perfect. And down the hall, it looks like there is a staircase that leads up. Do you go up it?
Stay here. Okay.
Oh, this guy's pretty cool.
Yeah. Nobody even asked him his name.
Yeah.
Which means you totally kill him
What?
because he doesn't have a name yet.
That seems like a recurring thing with us.
Oh, maybe we should while we're here.
Wait, killing or not killing?
Kill him or ask him his name.
Hey,
What-
hey, buddy.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Me? Oh, I'm Billiam.
And do
God
it.
damn it.
Can
Your
you
name is-
tell Snare to come down here? It's his turn. I mean, I gotta get a break.
Yeah,
You're doing
for
a good
sure.
job.
Thank you.
Keep up the good work, Billy.
Did anybody get him his lunch?
Oh,
Oh yeah, I'll give him his lunch and
Well-
give him that on the way out.
You can't, because you can't open the door where his lunch is. So you'd have to get Sarah's help to do it, or Tommel's, or Scaren's. Either one of these three can open it. Half the party can open doors, half the party cannot.
I'll open the door.
Alright. Get him his lunch. He's very appreciative.
Wait, what's
Um,
in there?
He actually says,
Got there.
Snared actually might be a little bit, crazy. The guards up there are probably not going to be too terribly happy if you guys go up there. Hey, who's the smartest amongst you?
Oh,
Tomo
that
points
that
at
was
Quiera.
me.
it's got
Okay.
Did Gil say me?
No, Tomo points at Quiera.
he's, this
So-
is kind of point.
Queer is like already almost like to the stairs, and she hears like faintly in the background, "Who's the smartest amongst you?" And she fucking runs back.
She's kind of listening. Then she hears Tommel say it, like, past the buck. Like, he could have said I'm the smartest, but he didn't.
I know he could have.
I would have pointed at the bunny.
Yeah, she's about to point at the bunny, and then, like, this whooshing sound passes by everybody.
Tommel's intelligence is like, it's like leveled off by his like nonchalance. You know.
And his timidness. Yeah, I agree. But yeah, if you, he starts explaining to you the console, make an Arcana check to retain knowledge.
Ooh, okay. I like making those.
Yeah.
And I also want to add my flash of genius
No need.
to make
It's
it
a DC
20.
10.
Oh,
So,
okay. Cool.
oh, you couldn't have failed. It's a 13, plus 13. I thought you had like a
Perfect.
+9 like Tommel. No, you are the smartest when it comes to Arcana. Yeah, you don't even need to roll. I didn't even know it was that good. Yeah, this is easy peasy. You understand that all he's doing is making sure when threshold breaches or when not enough output is going, he's adjusting it so that it does. And you understand the adjustment switches here. You know, in a desperate situation, you could turn the actuator, move the lever down, and those 4 button mounts there, you could utilize them to fire off discharges inside of this space if necessary. Meaning, you can create the cold room. You can make it colder. You cannot make it less cold, which was his problem. You can cause lightning discharges inside of the water room with one of the other panels. The red rock, you can turn it down so it is not as overheating as it currently is. But he says that's what we're trying not to do. It might crack if it gets too low. And then the very last one shuts all of the doors on the far right side back closed again and locks them. So if you wait here, I'll go and tell Snare he guys will come down here and deal with it. And then he'll rush past everybody very quickly with like a bite of food in his mouth and head upstairs. Anybody follow him?
As soon as he's like not looking at me, I'm gonna turn down that thing to make the rock explode or malfunction.
Okay. You sure?
No.
Not
I just
anymore.
want to make sure that we have
Damn, that's just not what. It's not really what fucking Queer would do, but it's what I want to do. So
Maybe they make a lapse of judgment. You don't know.
Now, I just want to mention, like, I'm not going to tell you the if this is a good, bad, whatever situation you'd be walking into, but I do want to make sure that you understand the last time that you went against the idea of the character and did what you wanted to do was when you were sassing back at the wizard at the gate of Gateneath, and it led to an entire fucking destruction of your town. So, it's up to you if you want to.
Yeah.
It's up to you if you want to go that route.
I'm just gonna log off right now.
I remember that.
I apologize for dead ass reading you.
I'm traumatized by that
Wow.
day.
Okay. But does that mean we need to keep this guy from going upstairs and snitching us all out?
He doesn't look like he's snitching. He genuinely looks like he's going to go upstairs and get
Well, no,
scared.
I know, but if he's like, oh, hey, all of your wizards are downstairs having a wizard party, like, people are going to be like,
He's just getting his
we didn't
replacement
order any
What are you
worker.
talking about?
He's just getting his replacement worker.
It'll be
Okay.
fine. It'll be fine.
And he's
Hey, I don't want
he's
this
a captain.
That's fair.
Very trusting.
okay.
Okay, if you let him go upstairs, he goes up and you're in a small room for just a second. We'll cover this in a bit. We're going to move everyone there after a fashion. He opens the door after taking his key back from Tommel, and he keeps his key because it's his.
We got a good
Tommel.
one, so it's fine.
Okay, Tommel
Mm-hmm.
is taking his key. And then he's going to open the door, and he's going to say to the guy who's just on the other side in like a dank room, he's like, hey, I got to take my lunch break. You've got to hold off on watch, and you need to go down there and cover the shift for a bit. These folks, they're busy doing their own thing. And the guy goes, folks? Don't ask any questions, soldier. I said what to do. You go down there, make sure that the machine stays active. If you do anything else, I'll know about it, and I will tell the wizard lady. And he says,
What?
I like how they all
Wizard lady.
just called the wizard lady.
the lady
The wizard
wizard, the
lady.
wizard lady. Yeah, that's what she's referred to. Like lady has a title. It's more of a title than a like she's a lady.
I like to think of it more as like, I don't know, that lizard lady.
That wizard lady. It is not that. It is very much like a lordly title, and they're probably talking in Well, no, they're probably not talking. Yeah, they probably are talking in Dennis Otman, so you probably don't hear any of that. But anyways, they go back downstairs, the two of them. He gets back on the console, and then you see that guy who you were hanging out with kind of wander back to the room with all the food and drinks in it, and kind of sit down on one of the barrels. And he says, "You guys have been a great help. Thanks so much. Good luck on everything."
Okay.
Thank you.
And he lets you go.
Thanks, Bill.
Thanks, Billy.
God, I wish I
William.
had blown everything up.
Still can.
Nah.
Yeah, all you have to do is kill them.
Just not that guy.
No, we like Billy. Billy,
Yeah.
we'll collect him as an NPC.
He's alright.
So
Just being
you enter into
contrary
a
for no
small
reason.
chamber, and the door is closed. But from what you understand, it's very easily openable, either an Orderous citizen or any of the keys. And you should be able to physically open that door without an issue.
Scaran, Sarah, it's either one of you.
Open it.
What?
You open the door and enter into a natural unworked cave, and you see another soldier kind of standing there. Not the one he went and grabbed, not snared. Totally different guy. And he kind of looks up at you, and then says, "Davich."
Sorry, John, it's dark in here.
Oh God, it's always her. Why is it always doing the not? Give me my. Oh, I think it's because when I switch the doors, it asks if I need to restrict sight. That's so dumb. Should be good now. He kind of says Davich, and he seems to make like a gesture with his hand, like a hi.
David.
Wave.
Davich.
Davich.
Dave.
He just stands there, and he looks like he's guarding that southern pathway. He does not seem to like care that you're walking around the room. He doesn't even really seem to be paying attention to you very much. He's just kind of focused, like it's like those guys who stand outside Buckingham Palace, right? They're just like focused dead ahead. But yeah,
God, the fucking dungeon freak in me wants to just kill him,
Oh my
Right.
gosh.
but he's not doing
Yara.
anything wrong.
You didn't do anything wrong. When you come to that hallway, there's a sense of electricity that's kind of rising on the metal panels and also kind of in the air. It doesn't look like it's a very potent electricity, mostly just static. But from the sound of it, there's something very electric. It's like making the sounds from the other side of this hallway. And every so often you can kind of see like a blue flash or flare from that space.
Okay, I'm gonna keep moving forward.
Okay. When you come around the corner, you see a massive chamber. Looking straight down, there's a pit, and it descends down. Now, the problem with this pit for you, Quira, is you were just standing not that long ago in a room that should be directly underneath this space. But that
Baby.
pit and that hole seems to descend downwards. When you look up, you see a very similar hole, but instead of complete blackness and just like nothing for a long time, looking up, you see cavern structure. And at the very top of that cavern structure, some 300 feet above you, you see a blue light flicker. When it cackles like I said it does, the lightning shoots up the well of it. And you realize as it flashes upwards that you are at the base, even though you ascended upwards, but you are looking at the base of the hole in the ground in the very first room you entered into.
Wonky.
There was dimension fuckery at some point.
There's definitely dimension fuckery happening here. Someone's thinking with portals here. But, looking down, your presumption is that the bottom of that chasm is beneath you.
So here's my question.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
That's lightning. They caught lightning in a bottle. Don't you fight, you bad cats. I will fight you. Okay, sorry, I had to yell at the bad cats. It seems like you can go around it, though, safely, without issue.
Can I save, jump in, and then reload? If I die?
So you haven't found a safe spot. So this is kind of more older style role-playing games in the video game sense. So you have to find a save spot first to be able to do that. And since you haven't found one, you can't. I'm sorry.
What kind of lock is locking this door?
If you attempt it, it will flare white.
Scarin, that's all you, my friend.
All right.
The door opens, and you hear a, "I expected not to be How did you get in here?" And she turns to face you, a woman, Denisotvan, with very peculiar look to her. Her robe seems to be open at the chest, and her body seems to be covered with dragon scales, pustules, and weeping wounds.
No.
She flippantly kind of throws her hand, which appears to be solid black, and covered with like spines, towards you. And she annoyedly kind of sees you and kind of grimaces. Go ahead and roll initiative.
I too grimace.
Scared's just gonna hold up the diamond hands to just as multi-pass.
Oh, wait. What is the effort here? Like, what are you trying to do? Like, are you trying to deceive her, or
I'll be like, yeah. What do you mean? What do you mean? What am I doing here? I got the diamond hand.
roll a deception check with disadvantage, and we will see what happens.
It's not my.
I know, but who knows? Maybe you'll roll crazy.
I believe in Birdman.
Okay. You raise up the diamond hand, and she says, in common to you. She seems to have been speaking in common this whole time.
Can I ward my flash of genius to bump it to a 19?
Yeah, I mean, it didn't need
Okay.
the help. It's super good. She was easily deceived. She says
good.
to you, "How did you get that?"
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Scaren's the only one in the doorway.
It was given to me back downstairs.
By whom?
You know, that lady mage. Sorry, I addressed them wrong.
And
The lady mage.
real quick, out of character, it would be something your character knows because it's been discussed. Do you have the notes for who the lady mage is? Their name?
Kimmy, help!
Kimmy does.
No, Kimmy.
Type it in the chat and I'll pin it so everybody has it. We might need it next session or the one after that if this keeps going this way.
I don't remember hearing her name.
Yeah, you had it. You've mentioned it a couple times. The one with the green sword.
Oh, Jesus Christ. No, I
Oh.
don't have that.
No, it's
Soraya?
not Jesus.
Sorry, type it in the chat so everybody has it and I'll pin it for them.
Are you telling Liz this?
What?
I don't know. I feel like Liz sometimes knows these things.
Oh, she wouldn't know this person. They've never
Oh,
had
okay.
hung out. The only way she knows of her is that her captain killed one of the 7 Lords of the Sea, and she is one of them.
It's not Zertea.
Yeah, it is Urtea.
Oh.
Kimmy, let's go.
Yeah, it's Urtea.
VP.
Yeah, Zertea is the captain of the, oh god, I can't remember the name of their ship. The big-ass ship, the sky ship that they fly around, and it's parked somewhere around here. Okay, so we're going to hold off on initiative. Your deception check was successful. You are the only one in the doorway, so I assume, Queera, you're the one that's next to the doorway.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming that you are kind of, like, around the corner ready to fight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if you want to ready an action that's not a leveled spell, you can go ahead and do so. If it's or any spell would trigger it because you'd have to say the starting words.
I want to ready an action to use Magical Girl Strike
Okay, cool.
if
So-
anyone comes within range and is attacking Skaren.
She will say, "Well, then, were you brought in here for purpose? Are you one of the?" And she says a word that kind of doesn't make sense to you. It doesn't sound like a real word. It's a Denisothan word, which I haven't made up.
I think I may have went the wrong way.
Where were you headed? Perhaps I can help.
No, that's okay. And just he just shuts the door.
Well, before the door shuts, she says, "I appreciate you not troubling me then. Don't do it again." And she turns back to her work. And the door shuts.
Scared's just like,
Oh, really dodged a bullet on
okay.
that. Queer, I was looking at you. Cindrix walks in like, oh, lightning.
Oh.
And then I'll just we'll be like, come over here.
I'm
And then I'll
sorry.
explain
What?
the lady what she looked like.
Okay.
Do you know this word?
So if you explain the lady, Cindrix, you would recognize that there appears to be draconic sorcery afoot, based on what she looked like. And Queera, you'd be able to detect that as well. You would know that there are powerful mages very powerful and ancient magic mages in the Denisothan ranks. It's not crazy for you to realize that one of them happens to be one who draws on the draconic aspects.
Did she say her?
Oh no, that lady, she was like, "Who are you?" And he's like, "I hung out with Zertea." And then, okay, well, were you here to help me? No. Get out of here. That was basically the gist of it, I think.
Oh wait, can I walk over? Back over, open the door, see. Wait, I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Why are we
Okay, I need you
confessing
to make another deception check. And you get no insight bonuses, no reactions, no benefits, nothing can be added to this roll.
Fuck it.
And you have disadvantage, and you need to roll a dice.
Why are you playing my character? Skaren doesn't doesn't do that.
Do you have inspiration?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll
It's-
use it.
You can spend it. Okay.
Yeah.
Melfa, she says.
Oh, that's right. Okay, no, I'm definitely in the wrong place. Oh, I love the hair, by the way.
What is happening right now?
We,
You know what?
we apparently
No,
paused.
that was
We,
Captain
Ridiculous
Jazz.
fucking game.
That
we
was
paused the
Captain
Dungeons
Jazz
and
coded.
Dragons, and we
I'm
jumped
calling it
into
out right now.
we jumped in the show Archer.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It was.
It was something from Archer. How the
Yeah,
fuck did
yeah.
you pass it twice? Okay, so you're in the lightning chamber. And I switched the music for combat because I thought we were about to be in a fight, but that did not happen.
John, it's too late for a fight. That's why I had to, that's
Well,
why I had to pass.
we've stopped a fight midstream and gone to a second beat.
No, I
but
know.
Good
That's
play
fine.
on the shenanigans. But what do we want to do? There does appear to be another door on the opposite side, if you'd like to check it out.
I mean,
Why not?
on the map, we're missing half our crew.
Yeah, they're still on the other
Will
room.
our crew come over here? Or
They
no?
can do what they want.
Where are you?
They might be trying to get ready to bum rush the soldier and then walk past him to the next chamber that way.
You don't think that might be a problem? Just doing.
Okay, you
No.
know what? I have had enough
No.
of this. Okay, you three, come on, this way.
Sarah, were you trying to talk to the guard at all or no?
I was gonna ask what's down the hallway.
It's a locked door.
Okay.
Two of them.
Two of them.
Actually, he
Guys,
doesn't speak.
there's doors.
He doesn't speak common. Hold on. Do you speak to him
Oh.
in common?
No.
Do you
Okay.
speak to him in common, Sarah?
Yeah.
He says, "Huh?" And then he just kind of gets angry and like draws his weapon up like he's gonna attack you.
Hold on. I would
Oh,
not have
no.
left.
Do you fight him?
No, I said Billiam sent us. Billiam sent us up here.
And then he kind of takes a second. He's like, "Billiam, the
Yeah.
lad, yeah, the dad,
God.
Billiam, yeah."
Ah.
William,
Oh.
yeah,
And then
And
blah 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 blah. I'm not going to try and make up a language in accent because that's probably going to come off, especially for me, as racist. And he just kind of starts saying things, and then it
Billiam.
sounds like there's kind of an upwards inflection at the end of whatever he said that seems like it might have been a question.
nod. Yes.
Ah, and then he kind of gestures the way your friends would.
Yeah. I think. Good work. Keep up the good work.
William.
Oh my god, this is the most ridiculous fucking.
Episode.
Well, they have.
Oh my god.
If you think about it, they have no reason to believe that you're hostile because you're in an area where you shouldn't be ever. Like, what are you doing here? So, as long as you're not leading with hostilities, like, you know, what are they going to do? They're going to be like confused. It's like walking into an office space. People aren't going to just jump out and try and murder you.
As long as you're like wearing a tie.
Like, you're here, right? Like, well, I mean,
Dude,
you're
the
not-
amount of places I've gotten in with a collared shirt and a clipboard that I should not have gotten into, like,
right.
shit works.
You're wearing pretty
Okay,
official
but-
garments, right? You're League of Restoration, so they don't know. Maybe you're here for. There's no reason why they need to think about it. It's not their job. It's way outside their pay grade.
We're quality control guys. Quality control.
They don't understand what you just said
Absolutely.
because they don't speak common. So there's a door to the south, and if you check it,
Give them 2 thumbs up.
it is white, so it will require the Diamond Hand or Sarah. If you do it, it'll open, and there is a very musty smell that comes out of the doorway. When you enter in, Scarin, you get a very strange feeling. It feels like you're being removed from the earth itself.
I don't like that.
You look to the left, and you see this very strange and eerie green glow. And when you kind of like sickeningly kind of walk over in that direction, you see a mass of this glowing green fluid just splattered all over the ground on the lower level here.
Oh, good gravy.
I don't like it.
Orbo.
And Orbo suppresses magic, right?
Correct, and it seems to be making you sick as you're coming into this room if you are a spellcaster. It has no other effect.
I don't
It has
like
no other
that.
effect than just kind of a sickening feeling. Which, if we do get into a combat or anything, I'll make you roll a Constitution saving throw. But for now, just you're kind of sick feeling, right?
It feels disgusting.
I'll wait out
in
here.
If you look around, you would see that there's a staircase that heads down to the apparent explosion, right? There's a little bit more kind of on the ground just hanging out, but it looks like they've been trying to clean it up from what you can see around it. There's a metal path here that leads to the backside of the door that guy you can't talk to is protecting. And as you're moving around, you hear footsteps coming from this area. A pair of footsteps, not multiples.
Oh god.
Just one. Scarin, do you wait for the footsteps to reveal themselves? Or do you move to hide like everyone else seems to be?
Beep.
Okay. Go ahead and make a stealth check, Scarin, since you remain in the room and everyone else is backing out.
I love those. How tall is the ceiling?
It's only about 15 feet in here.
Okay.
It's 20 in the last room, but then there's the hole in the ceiling that kind of makes it...
I get advantage.
Sure. Yeah. So you kind of move around the rock to kind of like stealthily see who you're looking at, and you see another guard kind of come out and look around, and then kind of start walking towards the door. Do you want to rush past him?
Like the way he came from?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going.
Sarah, you can sense that someone's approaching. Do you wish to close the door or move away from the door? Or just enter the door and be like, ha-ha!
Oh.
I was here the whole time.
You can make it there without an issue, Scarin, as you Metal Gear Solid. Closing the door and backing away?
Metal Gear Scarin.
Okay. So, Scarin, you rush through. You see that there are now 2 doors in front of you, and you've still got the diamond hand. Which door do you want to try first?
North.
It unlocks with a diamond hand. And inside you see what appears to be a royal of water that's just kind of inside of this room. But as you look at it more closely, you realize it's not water. It's another storm cloud. Looking inside of it, you can see, like, it's very dense. It's like just a shit ton of rainwater and storm. But you can see that at its kind of bottom and to the left, there appears to be a hole that goes out the western wall.
Hey.
And from what you can tell of the spin cycle of the winds and like the storm bit, it looks like it's coming from outside, and that seems to be its access point for it. Who just dropped?
Magpie, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll fix it.
It's like it's 10.
It's 9:56. You check the other door.
Yeah.
It'll open. And bear with me here as I try to fix it. Those watching, oh my god, so much random stuff. Okay, so it looks like a pathway. If you go to the end of this pathway, it'll be a staircase. The staircase in question goes up, even though it kind of looks like it goes down. It does go up. Okay, we're going to pause for you. We're going to go back to the other group. Door's closed. Guards on the other side of it. What would you like to do?
I think we're gonna have to start killing guards soon. Scarin's on the other side of this door. I'm gonna pop it open. Oh wait, I can't. Sarah, you have to pop it open. And probably be prepared to kick ass on the other side if the guard freaks out.
Got it.
The other one seemed nice enough. Maybe this one will be too.
Okay, you pop open the door and rush out. He draws up his blade like he's ready to defend himself. Do you fight him right off the bat?
No. Hands up. Billiam.
He looks like he's ready to rush you with the blade.
William!
You have the glaive, so you have distance on him, and Polar Master means you can attack him because he's moving into your threatened space. Do you wish to attack him in response?
Is he not responding when I say William?
No, he doesn't. He's just kind of rushing towards you.
Oh, damn it. Alright, I gotta hit him.
Make an attack.
Get the smack. Get the smack.
14.
Okay, he brushes your weapon aside, Sarah, you're right behind, so I'm assuming you're readying for something, right? And Tindrix as well. Do either of you two do anything?
I think you keep calling me Sarah.
Yeah.
Oh, I did. Clear. Sorry, my brain did it.
I won't. I mean, I can't move. And
Yeah, I'm
act.
okay with it.
Okay.
Just
I just step forward
Rush forward and punch.
and punch.
Sure, throw it.
My sheet. Where'd it go?
Can I?
Hold on.
16.
Okay, he's caught off guard by you, so 26. Okay, so you swing the glaive, and he knocks it away, and kind of, and then as he's about to get in with that blade, and he's about to strike down, just this fist kind of flies in, and boom, slams him against the wall, and he kind of just, and bounces aside. It's not super loud, but everyone in the facility can hear it, but you knock him down, and he's dead. You can see that there are very clear Owlin tracks that lead southwest. And with that, since you're going to be heading in that direction, presumably, and not messing around with the Orbo, right?
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not going anywhere near that.
That's
Oh, you mean Scarin?
Anybody. Well, no.
Oh.
You folks who are present there near the Orbo. Scarin's already kind of making his way up, right? Or are you turning back and checking?
Can we throw him in there to kind of hide the body?
Yeah. You just drop him down at the bottom there. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So with that, we'll go ahead and end the session. We'll be beginning the next session on the last floor of the Lightning Tower. Yeah, thanks for watching those that did. We will see you next Tuesday.